saying the same thing I'm saying. Why the hell is he singing the Fred song?
Fred.
Hey, welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning.
the Friday.
Good morning. And we're off. Here they come. Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Christy and I are in our evening wear, our black sweaters.
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. You got some jewelry on there?
Yeah.
Got some
Sparkle it
seashells.
up a little bit.
Seashells she found driving in.
Yeah.
I'll string those up. There's Pat Godwin. Hello, sir.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hey, chick.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Rock and roll.
Hey, I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Today's Wednesday, Pat.
Oh, damn.
Probably feels like a Monday to
Feels
you.
like a Monday or Tuesday.
Welcome back. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
We got some music coming out of Mr. Godwin. I heard him practicing in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got some cool stuff coming up. And also, I'll remind you that it is time for you to get yourself signed up for the very special Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. Win yourself the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Got to get those entries in before the Thursday night game starts. It's very simple. Just pick the winners of this week's Week 3 in the NFL.
Pick me a winner.
We'll be finding out who won Week 2 probably this morning.
You ever yell that out to somebody or see them picking their nose? Pick me a winner. You ever do that?
No.
Sure you have.
Yeah, pick one for me.
Pick one for me. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
You ever know anybody that used to eat their boogers?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we've all had one. That guy or I've never seen actually a girl do it. I've always been a guy.
We all used to do it, right? When we were like really little.
Yeah.
Did everyone do it before they were like 5, maybe?
In elementary school, there were guys that would store them under the desk. Just so disgusting.
I'd like to say no, but
I'd
probably.
like to say no.
Yeah, coming up, we have a
Move on as quick as possible.
couple of food stories. We have another.
You don't like eating boogers, Josh?
I don't like any of that kind of talk.
We have got a letter yesterday saying I preferred it when Josh didn't speak during the first
Just
hour.
write that
so
down.
mean.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't like any of that talk.
No, we have.
I don't even know if I
got
that letter.
We have a. I'll find it for you. We have a.
Shove up your ass when you find it.
Oh my gosh. This is how we're starting.
I like it.
If it was up your ass, you'd know where it was.
I don't like any of that filthy talk.
Okay?
I know you. I'll bet you'd like to put it there. Where was I? We have a great, another great, stupid thing that's all over the internet now. That is.
You love this stuff, don't you?
I just love
A
this.
trend? A new trend?
Oh,
Yes.
it's so dumb. This makes the eating the Tide Pod thing look smart.
What are the kids up to now?
We'll find out.
It's.
It has chicken in it.
Yeah, there you go. That's the normal part.
Right.
Are they tearing off the heads off chickens? Let's tear a head off a chicken on TV. Yeah.
It's a new suggested cooking technique that, of course, is incredibly dangerous and dumb.
Oh.
We'll be hearing about that. We have there's a bunch of cool, good news coming up today. Anything going on in sports of interest?
Aaron Judge
I saw that. Here come to Judge.
hit 60 last night, and the Yankees come back from, let's see, what was it? Yeah, 8-4 in the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees come back to beat the Pirates 9-8.
Oof, wow.
You had Judge's home run, the 60th, and then you had Giancarlo Stanton hit a grand slam walk-off, Tom.
Oh, man, that must have been amazing.
Boom.
Giancarlo, make love to someone tonight.
Giancarlo. No, not Giancarlos. Giancarlo. No S at the end, just at the start of his last name.
Singular.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, I like it. Giancarlo says, make love to someone tonight.
And we got bottles thrown in Tom's hometown, of course. They heard he was coming back for Tom Griswold. No! But anyway, here's what happened, Tom. And I have a question for the group.
Go ahead.
Well, a couple questions, actually.
Okay.
A fan arrested for allegedly throwing a plastic water bottle and hitting Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam during the closing moments of Sunday's Jets 31-30 comeback win over the Browns in Cleveland. Okay. It was a horrible game. I think the Jets were behind 24. I think it was 30-17 with like less than 2 minutes left. And the Jets come back and win.
Wow, bunch of comebacks.
The bottle, I've seen the video, hits him in the leg, and I think there was some fluid in it because it wouldn't have flown that far. because I thought one of you two would say, "Oh, is it full water bottle?"
I thought about asking.
There you go. No, yeah.
Good restraint.
This is as good as yesterday's question about
Yeah.
the people diving into the dumpster full of beer cans.
Well, are they full of beers?
Full or empty?
Well, they wouldn't
Well, they
respect-
wouldn't be full. I'm not that stupid.
Well,
No, I was thinking you fill the dumpster half with water, then throw the beers in with a bunch of ice.
why? Well, yeah, if you're...
Then,
Okay.
Anyway,
then you
back
could
to the
jump in.
water bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was full of urine, though.
Maybe.
You ever thrown a water bottle with urine in it, John? To hit your owner of the NFL team that just lost
No,
in the last 2 minutes?
no.
Anyway, this guy...
Josh, when you're driving long distances, don't you like to, rather than pull over, just...
No.
Spit out of the
I
bottle?
have done that, but I don't prefer to do that, no.
Yeah, but you have done it, though.
Yeah, but I was already at my destination, but I couldn't get in to my hotel, and so I was stuck in a truck, and I peed in the big bottle, yeah.
What is that
Like
about?
a Gatorade with a big wide mouth, I'm assuming.
I hope.
Getting there on time.
Does your bladder must have its own brain, because your bladder knows, like, okay, I can hold this till I get home. But then the closer you get to your house,
Yeah.
it like knows, okay, I know we're within 10 feet of the toilet. Let's do this now. I'm still in the garage. Wait a minute.
yeah,
The launch sequence has started. The worst one is like you go to the mall and you get there and they've got you got it all timed out. You've got the preliminary launch sequence going, and you get up there and they've got that yellow cone. No.
Anyway, this guy's 51-year-old Jeffrey Miller of Rocky River, Cleveland Browns fan for life. He's banned from the stadium, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
So he's old enough to know better.
Oh, goodness, yes. And he was found, of course, by video. They almost had a close-up of his face, actually. It was amazing.
This is the future. Everything's going to be on video.
Oh, sure, yeah. Haslam is... I wouldn't know Jimmy Haslam if he walked up to me and gave me money to leave the country. I would not know him.
But you'd accept the money and leave.
Absolutely.
As long as it was enough,
I
of
would
course.
be a vapor trail, pal.
A spinning hat.
Thank you, Ms. Haslam, sir. By
You'd
the way,
think my first name would be I Wonder, as in I wonder where a chick went.
good to know. Anything else in sports we're going to look forward to?
We got world records, actually, a feel-good world record this morning. Yeah.
A really good one. I did
With a
like
man
that
with a beautiful ass.
And Pat,
You heard me.
Yes. Ace?
there's a song I think that you can fit into a news story that we had the other day.
Shove it in there.
It's not really a cramming. It was a news story about texting, or I should say sexting, if you will, sending the sexy photos and the. If Christy, you said you do your sexting in terms of little poems you would like to write.
I don't write poems, but I've never sent a picture. I've flirted.
To your man, I missed you with the dock. Maybe you know what I'm saying. These little short. Okay, roses.
Allow me to be forward. Allow me to be blunt.
Okay, yeah, these things. But according to this news account, the average American has accidentally sent sexting messages multiple times to the wrong person. So, but there's a song that's got a very weak tie that I'm going to tell you during the break what it is.
Ready to go.
Because you'll never guess on your own.
Now, once again, haven't you both been here for a couple hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been hanging out.
This conversation could happen.
You like to crow about that?
Yeah. Talk in the
So
green room.
what goes on during?
We were talking about other stuff, but this one, I just remembered Pat has a great song about this particular topic. Kind of. You're not going to guess it, are you?
Not right now.
I'm going to
Maybe a
have
couple
to
more
I'll have to
clues.
feed you the. There's a very tenuous connection here, which is what we like to do. Now, do you want to give me one more teaser over there, Christy?
Yeah, coming up, we have a lot of space news. We have an official song for our Space Force. Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah. And we also have the sound of space rock slamming into Mars.
Wow.
Yeah, NASA has released
Yeah.
that. And have you heard the Space Force song?
No, but we're going to.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
It's the official.
anchors away?
Yeah,
or-
exactly.
Yeah.
It's the new, because there is a Space Force and it's official. They've got
Right.
their own song. It's brand new.
Da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Now, one of the things about going to space is going
What am I humming?
that's the Air Force's.
Air Force.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder.
That's right. And the Marines are keep rolling along. Isn't that the
Yeah,
Marine?
right, and the Army's got one. And in any event, right now, if you're going to space, it's going to take a lot of gasoline. Josh, you got any suggestions for people that are here on Earth in their automobiles?
Yes, of course. It's the incredible app known as Upside. You've heard me talking about it. Why you haven't downloaded yet is beyond me. Get on this. It's money in your pocket. Download the free Upside app. Use promo code Bob and Tom when you do. You're going to get 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up cash back. Some of our listeners have already earned over 200, 400, even as much as $1,000, and you could be one of them. Stop paying full price at the pump. Earn money for doing something you have to do, getting gas. It's easy, and it's real money that really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. You can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program and credit card reward, and it's available all over the U.S. 30,000 plus total businesses, and I'm not talking those no-name, out-of-the-way gas stations. No way. These are big-name brands, well-known gas stations, as well as some of your favorite local businesses. Use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the free Upside app to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you very much. Also coming up, is there a camera in that toilet?
Again?
Well, I know the one here, there is. Yeah. Are you asking about here? Oh,
I just said at your place of work.
I see.
You'll see. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
On the way this morning, 2 of our favorite ladies, Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast, and comedian relationship expert Allie Breen, Sexy Time on the way as well. In the 9 o'clock hour this morning, and coming up on Thursday, comedian Caroline Ray is going to be joining us. She'll be at the Louisville Comedy Club in Louisville, Kentucky, coming up this Thursday through Saturday. We'll be catching up with Caroline, find out how she's been doing. That's on Thursday's show. And again, Allie Breen coming up later today on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Get another cup of coffee and let's do this. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Jimmy Kimmel is celebrating his 20th anniversary as ABC's late-night host a bit early. He did it by signing a 3-year contract extension for Jimmy Kimmel Live. His show debuted in January of 2003, and his new deal means he will remain with the show through the 2025-2026 season. Top Gun Maverick star Miles Teller will host the opening episode of Saturday Night Live on October 1st on NBC. The show will begin its 48th season in something of a transition period after having lost 8 cast members. Teller will be joined by Pulitzer Prize-winning musical guest Kendrick Lamar, who makes his 3rd appearance on the show. Pete Davidson, Adie Bryant, and Kate McKinnon among the longtime cast members who won't be back this season. And the Miss Universe organization has announced New Orleans will be the site of its 71st contest, drawing nearly 90 women contestants from around the world in January. The organization said the competition will be aired on Saturday, January 14th, 2023, from the New Orleans Convention Center. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the 3rd night, the parrot starts figuring out this magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician.
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Avid golfer. I go out just about every day and play 18. One afternoon, I decided to head on home after 9 holes. Well, much to my surprise, I mosey up to my house and I see another buggy in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of sneak in the house and I find my wife in bed with another fella. I was rather upset.
I can see that.
I grabbed the guy, got him in a headlock, dragged him down into the garage, grabbed him by the manhood, stuck it in a vise, and squeezed it real tight.
Uh-huh.
He started screaming, "Oh, Artie, you're not going to cut it off, are you?" I said, "No, you are. I'm going to set the garage on fire."
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Ryan, how many lifestyle changes have you gone through?
This year, I've gone through maybe 2 lifestyle changes in the last 5 years.
Well, the first one was?
The first one was starting to eat meat again.
A second one?
Now going away from everything I've ever loved.
Everything.
Like it's no meat, it's no dairy, it's no alcohol, no caffeine.
You can't pet
a lot
puppies.
of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that has minerals added
this
into it.
really sounds
so
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right? It's like you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find
Eat all the other
yourself
things.
like say you're on a date and your date is?
I make
having-
a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I
So
sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to all
17
rules.
dates in the last week. and a half.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the upside sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Dude.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
We had an incident during the break we have to talk about.
What was that?
Well, first of all, he stands up and looks at all of us and says, "Does my hair look okay?" And I thought,
yeah, see, we all kind of thought that.
and I
Pat.
thought, what? What
But
is
we
he?
bit our tongues and didn't say
Okay.
anything. And
So
Apparently, there was a shower incident.
normal routine, get up, I'm in the shower, and I'm thinking, boy, the water pressure seems kind of low, but I didn't really think much about it. Do you like to soap up, Christy? You get all soapy, and then you get your hair all soapy and your face all soapy.
Well, I think
no,
that's...
I washed my hair first, then I,
think
put
you
conditioner
described,
on,
Talk slower.
then wash my face, and I load up the sponge with a bunch of stuff.
Oh, you load it up,
Yeah.
do you?
I think what you're describing is any shower USA. Okay, I think that's what we do.
Oh yeah, but I took I would have baby shampoo, put it in a washcloth, and get from the neck up, get all soapy. So I'm all soapy, and then the water just stops.
Oh,
Just stops.
that's annoying.
You know, that same thing happened to me and Dickie Dick. That's the day that, remember, you came up with the big idea to get the hose from next door their house. Well, that's right. They were none the wiser.
Did you not pay your bill?
Well, we said we're...
Had nothing to do with that. I will not be accused.
Don't say that. It's a government thing. He gets real irritable about it. And here's the thing, though. We got their cable. We got their electric.
Yeah.
And Dick said, why not grab the water?
Let's go for the trifecta, my friend.
We're living off the grid.
Yeah, man.
Nice O'Reilly.
Turned out
Their name's O'Reilly. Yeah.
I'm on a well
O'Reilly's next door.
at my house in spite of the
Oh, well.
in spite of the incredible amount of money I paid the local government for services.
Boy. Here we go.
They don't give me water, but I'm on a well. It turns out that overnight there'd been a power outage.
You don't give me water anymore.
Yes.
And so I eventually had to go down the basement and go in the crawl and do all the thing and flip the switch. It's all good, but
Wait a minute. What? You had to turn your...
Get in the crawl space?
just a long story.
Wait, what were you wearing clothes at this point? Were you just in underwear?
Yeah, no, I got out of the shower, but I was covered in soap.
Oh.
So
a towel on, or?
I toweled off the soap. That's why I asked you if my hair looked weird.
Why wouldn't you get back in the shower?
Because I had to go get dressed to go down into the crawl space, Christy. I told you.
But why was Willie spraying you just now?
Because Willie had, I said, my hair's full of soap still, and Willie goes, "Oh, I've got dry shampoo," which he spritzed on me.
Right, that Griswold logic of how can I help?
Josh starts going, "You can't spray that in here anymore. It's affecting me."
That's a fine impression. That's exactly how I said it. And
does that really affect you?
Yeah, but that's not how it's not
because the pussification of this room.
I believe I said, "Oh man, we can't spray that stuff in here anymore."
Oh, my bad. Yeah, well, that was an issue.
That's all that was said.
You don't worry about me and my hair. No, worry about Josh's lungs.
What I don't understand is...
Smells like a whorehouse in here.
Even if you had to get dressed, why wouldn't you go back upstairs, get back in the shower, wash yourself off?
Because I have things to do.
All right.
I've got a dog to deal with. I got
what
places
was
to
the
go.
problem? Was something off and you turned it on? What was the problem?
Yeah, the pump for the well had gone out.
It had gone out. You need to reset it.
There's a thing you have to go down and go into the crawl. It's very complicated.
Oh.
There's a box with all these electric signs. Don't put your hand in here. And
do you have to go deep into the crawl space?
No, it's right. You kind of go under the stairs.
Past the bodies.
Oh, okay. Not
See, I'm seeing you're bivouacking. You're down on your belly.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
This is the sort of entryway to the crawl space under the stairs. The crawl space it's all plastic now and all. I had it all done. Whatever you call it.
Oh, like that sealed.
It's all sealed up.
That's cool.
It's like a little door, and it's like 5 feet high. You have to duck under it. It's under a staircase.
Yeah.
And if you're a 14-year-old boy, really good place to hide your pot. I don't know if you guys
but then you have to go back
Isn't it a
around.
little humid, though?
It keeps it dank.
Dank. Dank sounds like a word you describe some woman's rear end. How bad she dank. her badonkadonk be dank.
That's how you would describe a woman's rear end. Is that what you're saying?
So the point is, I had to go underneath the stairway, and you got to duck way down even lower to get to this box that's got all these warning signs on it. I didn't have a flashlight, so I was afraid I was going to kill myself. They're going to find my electrocuted body down there.
Well, look at this guy. He's got shampoo in his hair.
What was he thinking?
So yeah, I'll have to go.
If only you had some dry shampoo.
I'll go home and rinse off.
That'll feel good.
But that's the worst feeling.
Aren't you itchy?
Yeah, it is. That's frustrating.
I just don't. Yeah, I'm a little itchy. I just wipe myself.
Yeah, I feel I would be itchy too.
I have to wipe myself down with it. The point is, Pat, you ready?
Yeah.
Now this is an interesting news story, and there's a connection here that's really tenuous, but we're going to try it anyway. This is a new survey that says the average Americans accidentally sent so-called sexting messages or photographs to the wrong person multiple times. We've discussed this, and it's kind of a, would you say, sort of a hack comedic premise now that.
It became one, yeah.
Comedian goes, I'm dating a girl named Mona. I sent a dick pic to my mom because it starts with M-O. Okay, right.
We don't totally buy into this premise, sir.
But according to this news article, the study has found that many people are worried that those so-called intimate pictures could fall into the wrong hands. Well, duh. I can see how this would be a problem. And no one in this room, except for Josh, admits to actually... no, Josh and Willie both admit to sending.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of pictures of my little dog.
I admit. I just never have done
Yeah,
that.
I'd admit to it, but I've never done it.
Yeah, I haven't either. And Ace, of course you can't because you can't get the camera back far enough.
No, but I've received. But
I have a question.
You've received them?
Yeah.
If you haven't sent them to your friends, have you ever sent a picture of an intimate area to a doctor by any chance? Have you ever sent a picture of a butt, maybe a boob, maybe an under thing?
Oh, like a video? Mm-hmm. No.
Inner thigh. I had to send something, just a picture of my inner thigh to a doctor.
That's sexy.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
You want to take a look at my inner thigh?
Was anything dangling
nice
in the
and
photograph? Sorry, Doc. Couldn't get the monster hog out of the way. I don't like to do heavy lifting. I had to send a picture of my eye to the doctor.
I love it. It's so easy.
It's much easier, yeah.
Those teledoc things
Look
are
at my
great.
eye, and he goes, "Yeah, here's what's wrong. Let's go get the stuff." But this is this privacy expert, Ms. Emma McGowan, suggests that people keep their intimate photos in a digital photo vault in a password-protected folder. But that doesn't help you if you send it to somebody else. They're not. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think her point is, if you've got a phone full of these of yourself, you put them in some kind of password-protected folder. But if you're going to send someone a so-called DP, they can do whatever they want with it down the road. And isn't the trick not to have your face in it?
Yeah, you don't always have to. None of mine have.
And then, Josh, how do you keep the sheen from the magazine you're taking the picture out of from...
you dull the overhead lights.
Betraying the fact
and then you want a light from...
Wait a second. It's not your actual Johnson. So I say instead of sending a so-called dick pic, maybe send something else. And that's what your song's about, right, Pat?
My song is about dating and being honest about finances and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, here we go. And now that I'm older, life isn't fair with the midlife bankruptcy. I'm late on every payment with the balance due. Can't pay my doctor, he's gonna sue. Gigs have dried up, I can't get a loan. I've never been so poor. Will you still love me? Put no one above me. If my credit score was 364. It's actually above 600 now.
Oh, very nice. Getting it back up there.
Yes, 602.
Credit score, that to me is like the Richter scale. I don't understand it. I don't know what it means.
I went home and checked mine right after we had that
What does
conversation.
it mean? What is it?
That means...
What is the range? 0 to 1,000?
850, I think.
I think it's... Is it 250 or 300?
Oh, the lowest 3, I think.
900 or something.
850, I think.
I mean, you can't go below 200? They give you 200 points just for writing your name?
They give you some because my daughter just bought her first car, and I said I was worried about her credit because she'd never applied for it before. And he goes, oh, well, she automatically gets whatever the point was.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but...
It's low. I think it's 3 something.
I think it's like 350 maybe.
In any event, my suggestion is instead of sending a dick pic, perhaps send your credit rating in the event that it's healthy. But I wouldn't know how to respond to that because I don't know what a credit rating...
Well, if you ever apply for a loan, they use your credit score to determine the interest rate you're going to pay back.
Okay, well, I'll have to do my homework to find out what it means. In the meantime, speaking of homework, he's over there doing his homework in the world of sports.
Guess what day it is?
Wednesday.
21st of September.
Let's have a dance party.
I love this song. What are they? We determined they're saying body off?
No, it's some chant, I think. I think right in the beginning, the lyrics are on the 21st day of September.
This is Philip Bailey.
Well, it's all of them.
Do you remember?
Maurice. It's Maurice. And,
Philip gets way
That's
up
a
there.
great intro.
This is at the wedding. Everybody's
Yeah,
on the dance
this was
floor.
my ex's fraternity song,
gonna hit
so
you
all the guys
hard.
would get out.
Hang on a
They
second.
had to dance.
Hang on a second. Christy's talking. Which ex?
The kid's dad, Adam.
Numero 3.
Yes.
Here it comes. Do you remember
What?
the 21st of September?
So it is the 21st.
It was the 21st? Come on, how good is this?
I'm not even happy for you, but my grandma died that day. You're real bummed out.
Hang on a second.
Is that right?
So you're stopping it there.
Context for me nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, if
I used
someone's
to really
grandma...
enjoy this too, but it's really
There's always going to be someone that...
it's really quite bittersweet now.
He just ruined it, didn't he?
Can I hear the Wolf?
No, he didn't.
I want to hear the Wolfman Jack intro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit you hard with some earth, wind, and fire. Hello there.
Hello, Wolfman.
Hello there, Wolfman.
So good.
Philip Bailey and Maurice Wine and earth, wind, and fire.
Hit the post perfect.
That is a thrill.
That's, he used to howl like that. He used to
As
howl
a matter of
like
fact, I do remember our dog went missing that day.
All right,
I do remember.
We're still looking.
Stop the song.
This is a fun song. We wait all year to play.
Hey, look, I don't mean to spoil everybody else's party. I'm just saying, if you see a small...
You asked us all if we remembered.
Yeah, look, it's
It was a general
you brought
question.
it up, really. No, keep dancing.
He's a Labrador Retriever. Got run over by a truck, so he's flat black.
Oh, now you're going to start.
I'm just trying to aid the...
My dog was just missing.
Tag.
There was still hope in my story.
He gave specifics. That's scary.
Sorry. Thank you very much. I really love that song. We always like to sort of do critiques of old classic songs. Yesterday, we got into the Electric Prunes.
Don't play that after Earth, Wind, and Fire, please.
I'm not going to play the Electric Prunes. I was just trying to highlight the fact that the Electric Amish are back and that we heard a little bit of the Electric Flag. Got us some nice compliments on that. Some letters from, it's kind of an obscure but fun band. But right now, I was talking about my problems this morning, having no water. But once again, the water's back. I went downstairs and got it all sorted out following some kind of weird power outage. But it reminded me of, since I am on well water, this is where I was moved to write this classic.
Howdy. Hey, are you tired of them fancy schmancy bottled waters? Well, you got to try our new down-home bottled water. We call it well water.
Well water. Well water. People say it's swell water. Well water. Well water. Hey, what's that smell?
It's well water. Do you miss that nasty sulfur taste you used to get from that well water next to Grandpa's septic tank? Are you tired of tasteless, colorless, odorless water? Water without any flavor? You can taste and see every mineral in our new bottled well water. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rusty Swill. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to try some of our bottled well water?
Sure, why not? This is awful. What the heck's that? It's a penny. I almost choked on it.
That's right. We put a penny from our pocket in every bottle. After all, it is well water. Look for the Rusty Iron Pump dispenser. Why drink something good when you could drink something well? Well water in a bottle. And well water extra crispy plus iron and mercury. Well water. You'll dig it.
People across America are singing the praises of well water. Well water. Lord, it's good. Warning, well water not to be taken internally for external use only. Remember, friends don't let friends drink well water.
There you go. For all those folks like me that have well water, my well water is delicious and delightful. Thank you very much. And by the way, to go back, another story here, I found this, Christy.
Yes.
Credit rating.
Yes.
It says a score ranges between 300 and 850. Above 700 is considered to be good. So I guess you get 300 points for just signing up.
I think that's right, yeah.
Okay, where are you, Pat?
About 600 and something.
Okay. I'm not sure.
836. I'll brag.
I'm not sure what that means. 836. You're almost 100%.
I know.
Wow.
I'm striving for that.
Do you know how many telemarketers are feverishly trying to find your phone number right now?
Okay, well, there we go. Now, we return to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
As I told Tom earlier, Aaron Judge hit his 60th last night in New York as the Yankees come back in grand style, beating the Pirates 9-8 last night. It started with Judge's 60th home run in the ninth. That made it, 8-6? No, I made it 8-5. It was 8-4, then Judge hit a home run, 8-5. Then Giancarlo Stanton comes out, grand slam, bottom of the ninth, walk off, and the Yankees win 9-8. All of that happened in the ninth inning. Every baseball game I ever watched, nothing happens. I don't know why that is. Plus, the pitcher's always staring at me. I can't, looking in at the batter, and they do that camera shot where he's looking right at me.
And then he denies the sign check, and he's not a no at you. That makes you feel bad.
What the hell?
Chick, it's really, yeah. He looks, you want some of this? Hey, no, Chick. He's just
no. Yeah,
not looking at you.
Yeah.
So why do they give him that if he's not going to do it anyway?
He's a jerk. Give him as many signs as you want. He's not going to take it.
Oh.
They can't decide. They can't get together on anything. Anyway, more sports coming up.
Okay.
Including a world record and a heartwarming moment in sports, believe it or not. It really is.
Yeah, that is. Do you think they'll ever get to the point where the catcher's allowed to have a little microphone?
I hope not.
Pitcher could have
They've already taken all the human element out of it. I think they're going to have a pitch clock next season, and they're going to make the bases bigger. Did you hear about that? They're going to be 6 feet by 6 feet. That, to me, cheapens the game.
This way you can lie down on it. That's a game.
Well, they want to protect the players, and they're diving and all that. There's a lot of head injuries.
They want to eliminate all the diving.
It's going to be the size of a bed, which is interesting because
that's exactly right.
This portion of the Bob and Tom Show, we're going to talk about
the sponsor.
The sleep number bed. I sure love mine. This morning that alarm clock went off and I didn't hear it at all. It was great. It was then someone woke me up and said, hey, there's no... the point is, the Sleep Number bed is fantastic. Christy Lee, what is your sleep number setting?
45.
That means that your mattress is set to be less than firm, kind of a gooey mattress. Chick McGee, your sleep number setting?
100, Tom.
Oh, that's perfect for you. That's the beauty. The Sleep Number bed is the bed that is adjustable at the touch of a button. Both sides of the bed have their own button, which means if you want it firm over there and not so firm over here, that's fine with us. It should be called the Freedom Bed, because once you get home, you can do with it whatever you want. My Sleep Number setting, a crisp 85. Josh?
65.
65. Very nice, very nice. So create some bedtime bliss by having the right mattress at all times. I know whenever I go to a hotel, I sure miss my Sleep Number bed. But you can get your own Sleep Number bed and enjoy proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Every great day starts the night before. That's not just a slogan, it's the truth. And right now, you can save 30% on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. And for a limited time, there is some special financing available. All the details are available at your Sleep Number store. Find them by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, a really cool world record, a really heartwarming world record. Also, that pond in Wisconsin. What's in it? We're going to find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
And a good morning to you. My name is Mark Allison, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Wednesday. Hump Day, everybody, and it's your chance to get involved with the Bob and Tom Show's Pigskin Pick'em contest. Get your picks in now for Week 3. It will begin on Thursday night with the regular season game. Pro football winners, all you have to do is pick them. No point spread. It's just that easy, and you could win a big green egg mini-max. That's right. Go to bobandtom.com/contest, and good luck from all of us here at Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Wednesday, September 21st. About 230 whales are stranded on Tasmania's west coast just 2 days after 14 sperm whales were found beached on an island nearby. The pods stranded on Ocean Beach appear to be pilot whales. The Department of Natural Resources said Wednesday at least half of them presumed to still be alive. The department says a team was assembling whale rescue gear and heading to the area 2 years ago. About 470, or double the amount of longfin pilot whales, were found beached on Tasmania's west coast in the largest mass stranding on record in Australia. Pilot whales notorious for stranding in mass numbers for reasons that are not entirely understood. Nearly every single Alaskan got a financial windfall amounting to more than $3,000 Tuesday. It's the day the state began distributing payments from Alaska's investment fund that's been seeded with money from the state's oil riches. The payments, officially called the Permanent Fund of Dividend, or PFD locally, amounted to over $2,600, the highest amount ever. Alaska lawmakers added $600 as a one-time benefit to help residents with high energy costs. Residents use the money in various ways, from buying big screen TVs, vehicles, or other goods, using it for vacations, or putting it into savings or college funds for the children. In rural Alaska, the money can help offset the enormous food and fuel costs that all Americans are experiencing right now. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and
The
Tom.
Bucks give Tom Brady Wednesdays off, and the Colts give their players Sundays off.
Oh, you know what? Relax. I was nice when you had Matt Ryan for years, Kostaki. Take it easy on me.
The Colts scored the same number of points as me, and I was drunk in a red shirt in a different city. The Colts went 2 of 10 on third down conversions. Mike Pence converted more gays. Am I right, everybody?
Come on, people. Little Indiana.
Bob and Tom in the morning, and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out this magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
Oh, yeah. Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise. I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24.
Details coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
I'm Chick. And here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Pat Godwin's here, too.
Well, it's
Oh,
okay.
geez. Hi, Pat. How are you?
I know. I'm just
What's going on, man? In the
every now and
performance
then
room.
visitor.
We missed you yesterday, Pat.
I missed you guys.
We have a couple good stories though for you today to whip out that guitar. I should point out we got a lot of cool stuff happening on the road. First and foremost, we've got Al Jackson coming up this weekend at Dr. Grin's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We'll be talking to Al coming up a little bit later on. Al had a chance yesterday on his show Daily Blast Live to talk to James L. Brooks. The great television and movie director who's made all kinds of cool stuff.
Legend.
Yeah, he's the best. But in terms of live shows, coming up a bunch of them, we've got Pat Godwin, Willie G., and Josh at the Ho Chunk Casino coming up in the Wisconsin Dells Saturday, October 15th. That, my friends, is a show.
That'll be fun.
Also, we've got Mr. Oskay and Mr. Josh and Reno Collier Friday, September 30th at the Eagles Place in Greensburg. And then a lot of other cool gigs coming up for you guys. We'll talk about those, and you can find them all probably by heading to the Bob and Tom website.
They're all there?
Yeah, and if you want to reach us, by the way, you've really got to get the app. The app is free and simple, the Bob and Tom app, and you can listen to the show wherever you are, listen to rebroadcasts, et cetera, et cetera. Also, I want to urge you, and then I'll shut up, to enter the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. Your chance to win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. We'll be finding out the winner of week 2 coming up today. Every week, you get to start fresh, pick all the winners, and whoever does the best wins the Big Green Egg. Only one winner last week, no ties. We'll see what happens this week. It's going to be a tough week to get a lot of.
It was a crazy week, wasn't it?
A lot of comebacks, a lot of underdogs winning.
But it's fun.
The week 2 winner is, I thought you got this email, Sandy Braun from Amherst, Wisconsin.
Oh, Sandy.
There was a 13-way tie for first place, picking 14 out of 16 correctly, but Sandy beat the tiebreakers.
Wow.
The first tiebreaker, picking the correct winner of the tiebreaker game, which was the Minnesota-Philly game. She picked Philly. And the second tiebreaker, the closest to predicting the correct total score of the tiebreaker game, she was only off by, or he, Sandy, he, she, only off by 3 points. There you go.
Okay, Sandy.
And we're still trying to get in touch with Sandy.
Is Sandy a boy or a girl?
We don't know.
We don't know. And we are still trying to get in touch with Sandy for an appearance on the
Bob and Tom show.
On the show with me, yes.
She will be on the famous he or she will be on the famous Chick McGee Shoein' of the Week.
That's right.
How did last week's winner do against you?
Well, I think we agree. They had to get more right than I did. I was 0-3.
Yeah, Chick, they were going to lead you to the promised land.
Yeah.
Remember? He's a nice guy.
Remember that? I forget.
Alex from Texas was our winner last week.
What was that?
Why are you laughing like that?
Kind of a Letterman sound.
No, it was.
That was funny.
You're like Gabby Hayes on Wagon Train.
It was like Letterman and the Joker, you know?
No, Willie made a great. I forgot that guy was going to lead you to the promised land. Thank you, Alex. I'll look that up for you. In the meantime, we check in with Mr. McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk.
A fan was arrested for allegedly throwing a plastic water bottle and hitting Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam during the closing moments of Sunday's 31-30 home loss to the Jets.
Was that wrong?
Cleveland police say 51-year-old Jeffrey Miller of Rocky River was charged with assault, disorderly conduct, and failure to comply. Miller spotted by video surveillance throwing the bottle, and it had some heft to it, so there was some sort of liquid in it. Yes, Tom.
Not the funniest thing ever to happen at a Cleveland football game.
Yeah?
Back in the day when Art Modell, the owner of the Browns, very controversial. Remember the one with the balloon? A guy put a helium balloon out and put Art Modell jump, and he floated the balloon up in front of the box.
You know, I don't know if I'm getting this right or not, but I think Art Modell, when he bought the Browns, I think he might have been held responsible, or if it was in fact true, people thought it was his fault that Jimmy Brown retired. I think that goes back a long, long way. And then he moves the Browns to Baltimore, and they win the Super Bowl. And so Art Modell, absolutely the most hated man in Baltimore, or in Cleveland, I would think. Loved man in Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah, well, so Cleveland, home to many a protest, certainly.
Right.
Throwing a water bottle, not cool. And this guy, as I said earlier, old enough to know better.
Sure.
You would never throw a water bottle at anyone, right?
No.
What if you could fill it up with urine? I think that was just for the jokes.
Here's what I heard. I heard when the guy threw the water bottle at him, Josh, you'll appreciate this. You're an athlete. He threw a perfect spiral.
Yeah.
And the coach said, wait a minute. I want to give this guy a tryout.
Oh,
because their lead singer, if you will, their number one QB apparently.
Yes, I would have enjoyed the joke had it not been for the sarcastic setup of me being an athlete.
Would have been a lot friendlier for this.
So is the urine bottle capped or uncapped?
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
Barely capped is
barely capped is the key. On impact, it explodes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think ideally that's the way to play that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay, well,
yeah. Why can't people behave at sporting events?
Well, sometimes in the
drunk.
arenas now you don't get the caps.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the last live football games I went to see was at FedEx Field. It was a Monday night game. Cowboys at the time, Redskins. And when I walked into the stadium, Washington fans I saw 3 signs that plainly said, F the Cowboys. Now, not that I don't agree with that sentiment. Can we not have that? I mean, and I'm as liberal as they come. I think whatever you like.
Of the fans.
Yeah,
but
it was quite amazing.
A lot of places won't give you the bottle. They open the
and pour it into a cup?
Pour it into a cup.
Well, a cup full of urine, if you throw it correctly,
right? You can't get.
You kind of got to do the underhand.
Yeah, there's a way to do it.
Remember the guy at Malice at the Palace, Pistons and the Pacers? The way he threw that cup, he was kind of underhand. It was liquid in the bottom.
No, but you can half a bottle of water. You can heave 30 yards easily.
Splash everywhere.
The point is, you're there to observe the greatest athletes in the world. Let them play the game. Your participation not necessary, except perhaps for the wave.
Now, Josh has a different opinion. The athletes are being paid millions of dollars, and they shouldn't be babies, and fans can say whatever they want.
They shouldn't be babies. They should be above.
They can say whatever they want. But
the fans can say whatever
they can't
they want.
throw objects.
Yeah, no, I'm not for that. But I'm for them hurling insults. Sure.
Heckling.
Yeah.
I think, but sometimes the insults are a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
They can suck it up.
Yeah, I like all kinds of heckling, be mean to a player, be mean to a kid sitting next to you if he's being a brat,
Actually, this past weekend, BYU and Oregon, the Oregon students were penalized or punished, or however you want to say it. They repeatedly during the game, Oregon won the game. I'm not sure what the final was. F the Mormons.
Oh.
As plain, if you'd want to turn your TV on any time while watching that game, you heard that coming out of your...
I mean, that would be considered a hate speech, I think.
Certainly.
So, yeah, I wouldn't be for that kind of thing.
If nothing else, just witless.
Yeah, exactly. It's
not
easy.
Clever or...
Right.
Interesting or funny. But
and I'm not for the drunk guy yelling and cursing in front of families that are sitting near him or anything like that.
Yeah, but a chick pointed out when they have it written out.
Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed at all.
The one thing I do wonder is, how does the guy get the fence in there?
Mm-hmm. I always wondered that, too.
And I can see how the guy gets the D, and the defense guy that you see all the
Yeah, but that's so harmless. I'm sure they just go, yeah, come on in.
No, it's made of C4.
Well, we're going to look at it first.
Okay, that's a crazy way to take that. You're all talking, having a regular conversation.
No one
What
said
if somebody had
anything about C4?
A C and a 4. We're really going to have to look at that.
It's my favorite snack in the vending machine.
Yeah, C4. It's barbecue potato chips.
Oh, really? What are these wires?
Now, whatever happened to the so-called pro football league that's going to have the fans decide? Is that still a thing?
That's been up for quite a while now. Yeah,
Johnny Manziel part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fans call the plays. Yeah.
Is that actually happening?
Yeah.
I think they wrapped up.
That's out there. I don't know if the league's folded. But
fan controlled football.
No,
FCF.
How far are we away from every week one person in the crowd gets to play? All right, section 7, seat 401. You're suiting up. Well, I don't care about the wheelchair, buddy.
I don't care.
You're in. Why'd you enter the drawing then, sir?
We'll be back.
Come back?
How the hell did we get here?
I don't know.
Coming up, we have a guy at the Queen's funeral that wanted into the casket.
Oh,
no. We'll find out. Yeah, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Minimax Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Hey, Jessica Alsman is on the way from the Bits and Pieces podcast, as well as our comedian and relationship expert, Allie Breen, on a Wednesday. That's right, sexy time. Our listeners send in letters to Allie, and then she reads them on the air, and we try to figure out what to do with their quandary they're having in their relationship that's caused them to write the letter. Many of them very interesting. A lot of them want Josh Arnold to say, break up. But we'll find out later this morning exactly what your issues might be. It's always fun and always funny. That's why we do it. Dear Allie, or as Tom likes to call it, sexy time. On the way on a Wednesday. Stay tuned. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden ready to make the case at the UN General Assembly that Russia's naked aggression, quote unquote, in Ukraine is an affront to the heart of what the international body stands for. In his address today, the American president is looking to rally allies to continue to back the Ukrainian resistance. Last month, when Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell spoke at an economic conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, he issued a blunt warning. The Fed's drive to curb inflation by aggressively raising interest rates would bring some pain for Americans. After their meeting today, we will likely get a better idea of how much pain we could be in store for. The central bank is expected to raise its key short-term rate by a substantial 0.75 of a point for a third consecutive time. And the National Transportation Safety Board is recommending that all new vehicles in the U.S. be required to have blood alcohol monitoring systems that can stop an intoxicated person from driving. The recommendation, if enacted by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, could reduce the number of alcohol-related crashes, one of the biggest causes of highway deaths in the United States. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I used to have a corporate job, but I figured why should I have a job that pays $200 a day when I could be a comedian and make that in a week? All right. There we go. I like going to job interviews. They're the worst interviews. Greg, before we get started, would you like something to drink? No, thanks. Had a few beers before I came in. Have any experience? I don't even have an appointment. They always ask you questions where they try to make you sabotage yourself. Have you noticed that? They're like, so tell us, where do you think you could use improvement? As if you're going to say, well, I am seething with hostility. I've got a debilitating character flaw. I cannot stop throwing staple guns. Does this look like ringworm to you? You know. Tell us about yourself. Well, I've got pink eye and my foot's asleep. Got matching silverware for the plate in my head. I think I can fly. I collect ointment. What can you bring to our company? Head lice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you in the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright. 'Cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the
Wait a minute.
minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Have you seen
that's
it?
good.
The minivans
go
that
home.
they've put those, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott Dunn, ladies and
We have a
gentlemen.
winner.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
So is that a trombone?
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, fine.
Welcome back to the Bob. Let's do this today. Can we turn down the regular music? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's our special day of the year. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hey,
There's
everybody.
Ace Cosby and Willie. And I'm Chick McGee. And this is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Wow. That's how you do it.
And 21st of September, I have a lot of meaning for you, John.
It's my favorite day of the year.
Hey, guys, look, I know we're all having fun, but I got to be honest. The 21st of, that's when my fiance left me for my brother. Oh, man. Look, don't stop playing or anything, but this is painful.
What the heck are you doing?
I like that guy who's at the concert.
You ready to rock? I'm not quite ready.
Look, man, you got to give me a few minutes on this, all right? I got to shake off those bad feelings.
Are you ready to rock?
No!
Well, a couple real quick things. We had a really great conversation with comedian Bill Burr yesterday. And Bill is on tour right now, stopping lots of places. And I guess we've posted the interview, the video of it on the various Bob.
Yeah, you owe it to yourself to see the video. Bill's in an interesting position. I mean, it's a wonderful interview, but
Tom, was that your first horizontal interview?
I think so. Yeah, he was. He was lying down for what was the reason? Oh, because the camera, the lights in the room were weird. So it looks like he was lying down on his kid's indoor slide or something.
Yeah.
But it's very, very interesting. A lot of fun, and Bill's got some very important dates coming up for some live shows. I'll review those with you shortly. Also, I want to congratulate our winner of week 2 of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. This, of course, is our Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. Sandy Braun of Amherst, Wisconsin. And we don't know if it's a he or a she, Sandy. So we'll work on finding that out.
Okay.
Congratulations to Sandy. Once again, a 13-way tie, but Sandy got the tiebreakers. We'll be talking about that later on. But right now, we return to the sports page with Mr. Chick McGee.
actually, here we go.
Stupid world record.
Actor and WWE superstar John Cena has set a new record for the most wishes granted through the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
No kidding. Wow.
He is the greatest guy ever.
Cena, 16-time world champion, in quotes, at WWE. Well, because it's all, I don't know how they could say champion. It's not exactly a contest.
There's a lot of physical activity involved.
According to the script,
the greatness of Mr. Cena.
17 China. As soon as they write it down.
They write the
he's gonna
scenario,
win.
they don't lift the men. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work.
No, certainly not.
Athletic.
Have you ever seen
Talk
Mr. Cena act?
Can you bet wrestling?
No.
Why not?
I bet with somebody. You can find somebody.
Because it's fake.
Well,
anyway,
fake.
despite Cena being fake, he's began granting wishes with Make-A-Wish back in 2002. He's since granted the record of 650 wishes. According to Guinness, no one else has ever granted more than 200 in the organization's 42-year history.
He's the best.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation is a nonprofit organization that helps fulfill the wishes of children who have been diagnosed with a critical illness. Course.
Yeah, he's terrific.
He sure is.
Yeah, and also a very good actor.
Yeah, he's good. Funny.
He's okay.
Oh,
a lot of wrestlers are pretty good actors.
What was that movie?
They are acting and they're just okay.
Yeah. What was the movie?
Trainwreck, Amy Schumer.
Trainwreck.
Yeah.
He was the best thing in that movie.
His butt.
You liked his butt?
It was a world-class butt. You saw it.
But I can't picture it. I didn't.
We're butt buddies. That was an amazing butt.
I know. I should have paid more attention.
I'm not going to say I liked it, but I didn't not like it. You know, it was out there. It looked good. You know, it's a firm one.
It's in the butt.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I jerked to it, but I didn't. I can't picture it right now in my head.
We congratulate the man for being such a great human being.
He's a great human being.
Helping out all
And
these kids. Did you see
One time it was kind of bad, though. He forgot if it was a charity show or if it was just like a regular thing, and he hit the kid with a folding chair, and that kind of went over a little awkward, but
I bet
the kid was okay.
He bought that family a new kitchen table after he slammed the kid through it, and the kid loved it.
He did.
Anyway, what's a broken arm when you've got his,
Well, it's like being insulted by Don Rickles. You know what I mean? You want the hockey puck. It's an honor.
You want the body slam.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more cast isn't going to kill the kid.
I knew you were. I tried to steer us another way.
Yep. Where are you going with that one?
Don't.
The older kids don't really want to meet John Cena. They want a lap dance.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody has ever. Get Dolly Parton and those two boobs in here, will you?
Like some heavy naturals.
Yeah, come on.
Motorboat them, You know
Alexis, Texas? I need that ass. Let's make this happen. Do porn stars do Make-A-Wish? Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, they do, I think, right?
Why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. I would imagine it's not as...
I would imagine
for college kids.
I would imagine the funding. There's probably a number of reasons they don't do it. Probably the annual brochure.
Yeah, I'll do it.
With a centerfold.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, he's 8? I better not.
I'm the one.
Hey, my kid's having fun.
I better not.
Well,
congratulations to the great Mr. John Cena.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Very, very good. Sorry, did we ruin your story?
Part two.
Often do.
Part 2. A Tennessee man has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest mile driven in reverse.
So that's cool.
How? Why is it cool? Scott Burner, of course, Corvette owner from Nashville, earned the title. A time of 1 minute, 15.18 seconds.
Burner, the record earner.
Beating the previous record of 1 minute, 37.02 seconds.
All right.
That's really interesting.
But it doesn't say how fast he was going.
Does it say what he was driving?
He was going...
I think it was 57 miles an hour.
No, negative 54.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's how it would read.
In reverse, yeah, that makes...
Oh, that's right, because if you back your car up, the mileage comes off the...
Everybody, we all learned that from Ferris Bueller.
Absolutely.
I think technically he did this last week, but he got the award in 1984.
Wow.
Because he does time travel. Did you know that, Christy?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you go in reverse long enough.
This has nothing in the story about even close to how fast he was going.
We can figure it out,
How
right?
fast was he going?
It doesn't give me a distance that he traveled in 1 minute.
Well, it's a mile.
It was a mile.
1 minute, 15 point...
Wasn't the headline Guinness World Record?
For the fastest mile in reverse?
No,
mile in reverse?
the fastest... Let me get a look on this. Well, why didn't you have the miles per hour in this instead of 15.18 seconds, and then it went in a mile, and you're supposed to compute that
15.18 seconds he
to
did
go
this
in a
in?
mile?
I thought it was 1
minute and 15.
Is it 1 minute and 15 seconds?
It's so what is that? 75.18 seconds.
And you know what? If you've got numbers in a story, don't put some of the numbers in, write them out, and the others just put the numbers in there.
There is a rule to that.
1 minute, O-N-E, minute.
Yeah.
And then the numbers, 1.15.
Yeah, no,
1.18. Don't do that.
One should be written out because it's less than a certain
Don't
amount.
do any of this ever again, okay?
Let us do our jobs.
Let Chip get fired up over there. What else is on your mind there, pal?
You know what? It was unfair of him to give that to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fastest mile in reverse.
It says he's been driving cars backward at top speeds for 3 years and
Well
posting
done.
videos about it on YouTube.
Is he on a track, I hope?
Yeah, he's at a racetrack in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Selfies on the freeway in reverse. Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Hey, I forgot something. Coming back.
and
He
it says-
thinks you have to go in reverse if you ever.
The Guinness people, it says, have very strict rules for this particular event.
I see.
It says it hit 54 miles per hour in reverse.
Now, there's something I can hang my hat on.
54 miles per hour.
An average speed of 48 miles per hour.
Cool.
You went backwards in a DeLorean.
I have a question.
What?
It's the Libyans.
If he crashes, do the airbags go off? If you crash in reverse?
In reverse?
I would say no.
Oh.
I don't know.
Would they go off if you're
Yeah, I think it would.
I guess they do. Okay.
Yeah, I think it would.
All right. But nice car. It's in a vet.
Yeah,
Very,
white,
very cool.
beautiful vet.
A Chevette.
A white
Not
vet.
a Chevette.
Corvette.
Yeah, that was a really big mistake for them to make the
To
Chevette.
do the Chevette?
The name.
We grew up in a Chevette.
No, I'm not saying it was a bad car. I'm just saying you've got the Corvette as a,
Oh, I see.
kind of a... One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah, the Corvair too, right? The
Doesn't that
Corvair.
sound like a technical term a proctologist would use? Well, how big was the movement? Oh, it was just a Chevette. Tiny Chevette.
Yeah, there was the Corvair. That was the famous Ralph Nader.
Right. Yeah.
That was the car that had the engine.
Yeah,
with
they
the
not
rear.
only screwed the Corvette once, but twice. Chevette and Corvair. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, we have a lot to get to today. Coming up, we're going to talk with the lovely Allie Breen with a show we call Sexy Time. Got another special guest coming in, I believe, tomorrow.
Who the hell's that?
Josh is fired up about it, Pop.
Caroline Ray.
All right.
Perfect.
Comedian.
In the
Why don't we have all the ex-wives come in? That'd be great. What a great idea.
Do the X show.
What a great idea. And we're going to start with yours.
Why did we not have Caroline on Tuesday?
We should point out Caroline Ray is the ex of Kostaki. Well, she's the first ex, technically. Right.
Yeah, well, they're
Baby
still
mama,
the only
baby
ex
mama
right
number
now.
one.
Right.
This is getting very confusing.
His first failed relationship.
Right now, I want to discuss.
Technically, they were never married.
Technically.
Well, at least having fun. At least having fun this morning.
buddy.
Let's just say Kostaki doesn't get any of that Sabrina money.
She made sure of that right from the start.
Yeah, she said she fought forms with the lawyers. I don't believe her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Caroline was going to come in tomorrow.
That'd be a shame that didn't happen.
Right now, I want to remind you, if you're starting to lose your hair, fellas, maybe it's time to act quickly. Roman, the folks at Roman, they've been talking to us about the various pharmaceuticals available in the realm of ED, erectile dysfunction. This is something else for guys. At Roman, if you've got a situation where the hair's just starting to fall out, there are a number of pharmaceuticals now that can theoretically stop that from happening. So find out the details just by going to getroman.com/BT show. We're talking about prescription medications and also over-the-counter treatments that have been proven to help treat hair loss when it first starts to happen. 80% of men who use the prescription hair loss treatments had no further hair loss after 2 years. So you might be a candidate for this. Find out with a free online visit to getroman.com/BT show. We'll be hooked up with the U.S. licensed healthcare professional. They'll work with you to find the best treatment plan if medication is in fact appropriate. Roman, famous for their free 2-day shipping. That also applies, of course, to those ED meds we've talked about for so long. Whole process very straightforward and discreet. Treatments start at just $20 per month. So get the details. GetRoman.com/BT show. 20% off your first order. That's GetRoman, ROMAN. GetRoman.com/BT show for 20% off. Coming up, I was very pleased with this news story for one reason only. The headline was STDs way up in USA. Why was I happy?
Why?
Because they used STD instead of STI.
Oh,
Let's
I
confuse
gotcha.
everybody. We spent $4 billion to give it a new name. Oh, we still got the clap? Too bad. When we come back, we'll
all very reasonable.
Find out.
Infection, not a disease.
No,
Go to a new
shut
doctor.
up. You read the nail, Pat?
No.
In all those travels of yours.
I should have, but
down
I
to Cuba. You caught the nail, dripping like an old faucet.
I missed that.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You want to learn how to avoid a-holes in your life?
I do.
Yes, I do.
I do, Christy. I come in early.
Apparently, there is a gentleman, Robert Sutton, a professor of organizational behavior and engineering at Stanford University, has written 2 books about a-holes and how people can survive them. Here are his suggestions.
Pretty easy.
Steps to avoid and change the a-hole in your life.
Does it involve not going to an axe hurling bar?
Number 1, create physical distance. One of the most reliable ways to become an a-hole is to be around them. I've got to go.
I am out of here.
City, Cleveland, and Oakland. Interleague action, Boston beat Cincinnati and Toronto over Philadelphia. In the National League, the Dodgers and Arizona split a doubleheader, also winning the Cubs, Atlanta, Mets, San Francisco, and San Diego. And Buffalo Bills cornerback Dane Jackson released from the hospital after tests revealed he sustained no major injury to his neck or spinal cord when he was struck by a teammate. The Bills also revealed Tuesday that safety Micah Hyde sent to the hospital for tests after he was taken off the field with his own neck injury late in Monday night's win over Tennessee. And a fan was arrested for allegedly throwing a plastic water bottle and hitting Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam during the closing moments of Sunday's 31-30 home loss to the Jets. Cleveland police say 51-year-old Jeffrey Miller of Rocky River charged with assault, disorderly conduct, and failure to comply. The Browns plan to ban Miller from the stadium. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, this is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
When I say America, what comes to mind? For me, it's simple. Mom, apple pie, and whole milk. They've been around forever. Let's hope that doesn't change. But did you know this country is actually importing whole milk? Why waste the money shipping milk from overseas when we've got the best darn fresh milk in the world right here on our own soil? You have a choice, America. So the next time you're in the market for milk, look for the flag. Old Glory Whole Milk. Old Glory Whole Milk stands alone. It's the best milk across the board.
Hey, fellas. I'm long-time over-the-road trucker, Floyd Tucker. The next time you crave whole milk, ask your fellow truckers where you can find Old Glory Whole Milk. And then ask if they're a cop. Take it from me. It's something else.
Old Glory Whole Milk. Just say when.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
From Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. She gave a sign for the bedroom. And I knew it was gonna be my night, all right. And then I porked an angel. Right between her two wings. Then I porked an angel. Crash. Scanners is her last night.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that, are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Oh, boy.
Pat
Sorry.
Godwin in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold, the upside sidekick chair.
Chicky.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There he is. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Remember with Mad Magazine, they'd have those little teeny little drawings kind of in the margins?
Sergio Aragones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sergio, yeah. Sometimes this show's kind of like that.
Yeah.
listen for 4 hours, you realize the only really funny part is the throwaway. You're making fun of Christy for saying the
Because
word,
my mind and my mouth don't sync up a lot.
saying the word wetter.
Wetter instead of weather.
Wetter? How's the wetter?
Yeah, what do you want? The wetter?
You want the
It's
wetter?
cold. What do you want from me?
I bet you, hey?
It's going to be fall tomorrow.
Check local
Yeah.
list. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want
Greatest
Don't bother
quarterback,
me.
greatest
Wedge
quarterback who ever lived, Tom Brady. Wicked smart.
Speaking of the Boston area, that accent, we talked with Bill Burr yesterday for about 20 minutes. It was great, really fun. And we've got that posted on the various Bob and Tom social media spots, including the Bob and Tom website. And get the app. The Bob and Tom app is great. It's free. You can listen to your the show on your favorite station, et cetera, et cetera. All kinds of cool stuff there. And I want to remind you one more time, let's see, the clock is ticking because week 3 of the NFL starts tomorrow evening with the Thursday Nighter. So you got to get your picks in for this, the third week. Our second week winner of the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini-Max is Sandy Braun from Amherst, Wisconsin. We don't know if it's a he or a she Sandy yet. We'll find out. Love that song, Sandy, from Bruce Springsteen.
Excellent song from the second album. Yeah.
No one else knows that one.
I don't know that one. No.
What about Sandy in Greece? Sandy. Something, Sandy.
Okay, all right.
My God, that was glorious.
Chick McGee is...
I think Pat has a song.
Sandy, fireworks are hailing from Little Eden last night. You guys know that song?
Nope, never heard it.
Sandy.
You can barely stomach the hits.
I don't, yeah. Not a fan.
Yeah, Pat, I like your Springsteen better than Bruce's Springsteen.
I do too.
What's wrong with us? Just because we're not Springsteen fans?
I respect him. I
love
don't
early Springsteen.
necessarily
I really
put it on.
Oh, Tunnel of Love. Oh, some great stuff.
Tunnel of Love is a good song.
We have...
It's so close to being overproduced, but it's not.
His early version of I'm on Fire is brilliant. The first draft, have you ever heard that?
No, I'm on Fire was a hit for what was it? Who was it that did the hit?
Who are you thinking?
Some ladies, right? Wasn't it
you're
like-
thinking of the Pointer Sisters. This is different. This is I'm on Fire. The first draft.
Oh, okay.
Clean up leaves after school, burn them in the pile with diesel fuel. No, flames getting higher.
That's a great song. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm on fire. It's the original.
Yeah, diesel fuel.
More literal. Yeah.
The best version of the song just came out not too long ago. Whitey Morgan in the 78s. It is phenomenal.
That's a real band?
Yeah.
The guy's name is Whitey?
Yeah, Whitey Morgan. Yeah. He's terrific.
Okay.
That's a great band.
But there's a famous guy named Whitey, Whitey Ford, of course.
Sure. Whitey Herzog.
Then there was Whitey Herzog, and then Whitey from Leave It to Beaver.
And the gangster.
Weren't they all?
Whitey
Bulger.
Whitey Bulger.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just been in the news.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm sorry, it's time to get back to sports.
Ray Bulger's older brother.
That's true.
Not really, but there's just one thing I wanted to mention in sports. Still to this day, the best TikTok I've ever seen is Jeremy Lin. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He would set up to scare/surprise his mom around the house.
Oh.
He would have a couple of friends with him, and they had a Nerf hoop, and he'd be talking to his mom, and I hope I can explain this. And his two friends would sneak up behind his mom, and they'd hold the hoop up over his mom. And as Jeremy's talking to his mom, he'd dunk on her with a Nerf ball. And he'd go nuts like they do when they dunk. It was still, to this day, the funniest TikTok I've ever seen. I mentioned that to tell you this. Coming up on HBO, a documentary called 38 at the Garden. It's going to be on October 11th when it starts. And it's about Lynn's sanity. Do you guys remember when you were where you were when Jeremy Lin scored all those points for the Knicks and went crazy, and he's an Asian American?
How tall is he?
I want to say 6'7", 6'8", something around there.
What year are we talking?
And he could shoot.
Just a few years back.
Like 2012, I think.
Was it basketball?
His performance against the Lakers on February 10th, 2012. There you go.
So she didn't know there was a goal over her head?
Yeah, and she's just like looking around. He's still celebrating the dunk.
That is fun.
It was really funny. What am I doing?
He's not paying attention to you.
You're talking about Linsanity and the goal and his mom and the great TikTok video.
Sandy. Fireworks are hailing over Little Eden tonight.
That's Bruce Springsteen.
Fireworks are what?
Hailing
over the Little League tonight?
Little Eden tonight.
Oh, Little Eden. Where's that?
Yeah, Jersey thing.
Oh.
Just made it up, probably. It's
outside of Freehold.
Oh.
Fireworks are hailing over.
No.
Oh, I thought that was still past.
Pat, you nailed it.
I thought it was Henry Phillips.
Yeah.
Sound like that. The Whisper Springsteen, second
Get him
album.
a glass of water and a lozenge.
Yeah. Well, the man's an artist.
Hey,
Stop
why don't
it.
you try singing?
He starts singing a little more. Okay, let me move it down here.
And me, I just got tired of hanging in them dusty arcades.
Banging those pleasure
I
machines.
swear, I know I would like that song a lot.
And that's the
Great
best part.
song.
Banging those
I
pleasure
wouldn't.
machines.
Here we go.
The war is rising behind us.
Yeah. I'm going to have to give that
It's
a
good
listen.
stuff.
2, 3, 4 hours more.
I'll give
We
that
have a babysitter.
That's no way to end sports on the 21st of September.
No, it isn't.
What are you going to end it with then? Oh, wait a minute.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Get on your dancing underwear. Dancing shoes are important, but dancing underwear are much more important.
It's time for Earth, Wind, and Fire on the 21st of September.
God, that's great.
Didn't we see them at a private party once?
You saw Earth and Wind.
No, that was
Cool in the Gang.
Fire.
Cool in the Gang. Okay, I get them confused
That was the night I was doing shots with the Pacers starting five.
Yep.
Does
That's
not
right.
get any better than that.
How about
Good
that?
night.
I've never told you that story, have I?
Did you take shots with Rick Smiths? What are we talking about here?
Smiths, the Davises,
That
Reggie,
era?
yeah,
Reggie Miller. Yeah. It was a good year.
Yeah, it's been 7 years. They can't do
I don't
anything.
care what anybody says.
Adam
about it.
Silver can't do anything to him, right? Yeah. it was
Now,
great.
we have, I mentioned this interview we did with Bill Burr yesterday. Really fun.
Mark
Bill,
Jackson.
Hilarious. Bill on tour. Among the many places he'll be stopping, Louisville's Yum Center, Bloomington at the famous Assembly Hall.
The Yum Center. Oh, you couldn't find a bigger venue? That's a shame. That place is gigantic.
It's great.
It's awesome.
I saw Paul McCartney there, one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Oh, I saw One Direction there.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, sonically,
Show her the door.
a lot of those arenas sonically don't cut it for whatever reason.
That one does.
Every hall has its own sound. And,
Every hall has its own sound.
and some stink. I'll be very honest.
Yeah,
Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
is
fireworks are
terrible.
overly Yum-centered.
Rather than make this point, I'll continue to point out that Bill Burr, Des Moines, Iowa, Grand Rapids, Chicago, Peoria, Madison, Wisconsin on the 6th of November. That's a Sunday night. A lot of stops for Mr. Burr. So I certainly would recommend that you go see him. And that is, in fact, sports?
Yes,
Is that correct? Okay.
Seinfeld have anything coming up?
Any other people that really need promoting?
Read the schedule for
big
us?
stars.
What about
My
you?
God.
Do
Phil
you have any
Fenway.
shows coming up?
I do. Thank you very much.
I've already mentioned this once.
No, I want to hear about Cincinnati. I want to hear about Toledo.
Okay, well, right
You're in
now...
Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, Toledo's coming. Another Toledo debacle. Dates coming up. Yeah.
The Josh Arnold Show, October 7th. That's a Friday, and Saturday, October 8th.
Josh Arnold, please.
At the Funny Bone in Toledo, Ohio. I should also point out prior to that, September 30th, the Eagles Lodge, Greensburg, Indiana, with Reno Collier. Let's see. While I'm at it, the Ho Chunk Casino, the Wisconsin Dells, Saturday, October 15th, with Pat Godwin and Josh and Willie G.
Yeah, stick around for Pat and Willie.
Yeah.
So when's your Cincinnati date?
October as well.
Okay.
Oh, October as well.
Yeah, it's in the fall.
It's not on the...
It's the weekend before the 29th. So
Not
was
on
it
Le
20
Sheet.
The 20th. It's not.
Oh.
No.
Well, that's what I'm recording, no less.
Oh,
So,
really? You're
yeah.
going to do an album?
You still don't have the album out, huh?
I'm recording it.
Is that right, Neil Young? You still don't have the right sound? Is that right?
I got one in the can, but it wasn't right.
Like Born to Run, Springsteen.
Somebody dropped a glass.
You'll
on
be
the
thankful
half-fat hunk.
I'm not using the older one.
Somebody dropped a glass on the half-fat hunk. Is that what it was?
That's right. Everybody shut up!
Do
You
you have a
hear
name?
me say that a lot.
Do you have a title for your album?
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you going to share it with us or no?
Oh,
Not
Did
yet.
you run it by Tom?
Does it give away one of the punchlines?
No, it doesn't.
That's good.
Can it be two nouns like that band that you like? Can it be like koozies and work shirts or something?
What's the band you
I see
like
what you're
again?
saying.
What's
Shovels and Rope.
Shovels and
I
Rope.
like koozies and work
I do
shirts.
too.
Yeah. I like that too.
Yeah, koozies and work shirts.
That's got something.
Maybe you wanted something a little more
Christy, why'd you have to ask?
Here we go. Here we go.
And Josh, I know that you did ask me to co-headline with you October 7th and 8th, but unfortunately, I'll be in Iowa with Greg Hahn. Burlington the 6th, Dubuque the 7th, and Cedar Rapids the 8th.
I see.
Sorry about that.
Jake, where are you going to be October 7th and 8th?
We need something more.
Hopefully in some public facility. I hope.
No, the title's half fat.
Having a look at it.
Well,
Are you going to title it Half Fat?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, of course.
Why wouldn't he?
Well, I think Willie raises a good point. Should be two things. What's the band again? Shovels and Wallets? What is it?
Shovels and ropes.
Shovels and Ropes. Okay.
Rednecks and Nail Guns is still available. Reno did not take his.
How about Spoons and Anal Beads?
Spoons and Beads, just call it.
Yeah, the picture will be enough to.
The only album that you won't be allowed to advertise.
Won't be in Walmart.
A picture of this hard to place crack crevice with something dangling from it.
Yes,
what could that be?
It must be New Orleans.
Those are the beads. The spoon must be up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be recording the album when again?
October 20th and 21st.
Okay, that's not on the sheet here, so I really can't plug it.
It might be on that orange sheet.
Okay, no, it's not.
There was an update.
Oh, you didn't even look and said, no, it's not. Huh?
I'll send this to you because you're
Okay,
going
now,
to probably care.
why don't we get back to the news desk with Christy Lee? What's happening over there?
Well, the latest dumb idea on social media, cooking chicken in NyQuil. That's right.
Why?
That's why it's dumb. The Food and Drug Administration has issued a warning against people doing this. Please don't do this. In the release titled A Recipe for Danger, Social Media Challenges Involving Medicines, the agency addressed a recent social media challenge that encouraged people to cook chicken in NyQuil or a similar over-the-counter cough and cold medication.
In other words, you can use the drugstore brand.
Sure, you can. Yeah, you don't want to spend all the money on that.
You don't want to go for the name brand. No, don't do this.
The agency said boiling medication can make it much more concentrated and change its properties, causing a person to unknowingly take in a dangerously high amount of medicine.
Is this chicken? Did you cook this in cough syrup? It's robotisserie.
Yeah, I was gonna go with. Me and my friends are Robo Chicken.
Wouldn't it be like cooking it in NyQuil? Tastes kind of licoricey, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a bit of.
Even
And who
inhaling.
says white people don't spice up their food?
Do people say that?
I don't think
people do say
they've
that.
ever said that.
According to the FDA, even inhaling the medication's vapors while cooking can cause high levels of the drugs to enter the body and damage your lungs.
It tastes terrible. If you're going to cook, you don't cook with NyQuil. You make chicken a la orange. What is it called? Chicken a la orange, right, Christy? And you cook it with Dayquil to get that healthy. Does someone throw this stuff out there as a joke, thinking, I wonder if people will be stupid enough to do this?
Probably.
Must.
Wow, but this is better. This is better than that Tide Pod casserole I had.
That must be.
That was awful.
I do like putting Pepto-Bismol in my buffalo chicken dip. Just kind of get ahead of the problem.
Oh, okay. The best defense.
Yeah.
Tastes funny, but man, that pink color is fun.
Yeah. I ate at Bill Cosby's house once. Boy, this pudding sure tastes like NyQuil.
So relaxing, this pudding.
Can I get you something to drink?
So this Thanksgiving, don't cook the chicken in NyQuil.
You mean the turkey?
Or the turkey.
Yeah.
Or the tofurkey, or whatever.
Don't cook it NyQuil, people. What are you thinking?
So stupid. What happened to the good old days? Just smoke some pot, all right?
I like this guy. That's
Go in the
a fun guy.
backyard.
We have time for some.
Cooking chicken and NyQuil? Go for it.
Butcher some little feet. I got a hunger for some chicken, but I'm not feeling so well. I got a rumbling in my tummy, and I look like hell. Oh, my nose is red and stuffy, but from the kitchen comes the smell. There's my TikTok cutie with a dish I know so well. Will you make me NyQuil chicken? Cook me Sudafed ham. I like my barbecue infused with that Tylenol PM. Oh, you know I may be antihistamine, but I'm pro-curing the flu. Make your chicken with some doxlamine and you'll you'll sleep a day or two, and it's the dumbest thing you can do.
Pat, I've always considered you my Tennessee lamb.
Really?
I love that.
Nice tribute to the Little Feat's Dixie Chicken. What did you say? I'm not anti...
I'm not antihistamine, but I'm pro curing the flu.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Get it?
No. Coming up, you want to give me the teaser, Christy Lee?
Yeah, coming up, we have a fight over Chinese food. We still have Space Force's new theme song. A lot of people went by the Queen's coffin. One man actually tried to get in it to see if she was really there. And we have alligator in the news again today.
All right. We'll
aggressive turkeys.
And is there a camera in your toilet stall?
Well, mine, yes.
At work.
Oh.
We'll find out.
Confess something I didn't know.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yes, thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That was Floyd. My name is Mark Allison. I'm your friend today and every day. So glad you could be here with us. Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast on the way, as well as our comedian relationship expert, Allie Breen. Scorched Earth and Allie Breen. Sexy Time. All coming up on a Wednesday. Hump Day, everybody. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Jimmy Kimmel is celebrating his 20th anniversary as ABC's late night host a bit early. He did it by signing a 3-year contract extension for Jimmy Kimmel Live. His show debuted in January of 2003, and his new deal means he will remain with the show through the 2025-2026 season. Top Gun Maverick star Miles Teller will host the opening episode of Saturday Night Live on October 1st on NBC. The show will begin its 48th season in something of a transition period after having lost 8 cast members. Teller will be joined by Pulitzer Prize-winning musical guest Kendrick Lamar, who makes his 3rd appearance on the show. Pete Davidson, Adie Bryant, and Kate McKinnon among the longtime cast members who won't be back this season. And the Miss Universe organization has announced New Orleans will be the site of its 71st contest, drawing nearly 90 women contestants from around the world in January. The organization said the competition will be aired on Saturday, January 14th, 2023, from the New Orleans Convention Center. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
We have comedian Nick Griffin. Nick, you were saying that you were a communications major in college, but you have trouble communicating with people.
I think what my big problem is I don't care about the same things that other people care about, and obviously I live in Hollywood and there's constant entertainment news, and you just, everywhere you turn, every little article in the grocery store line. Demi Moore, she has a career, 3 kids, and is going out with a 28-year-old hunk. How does she stay so fit? I don't know, she makes $10 million a movie. That might help. For that kind of money, she could hire a guy who did nothing all day but swat cookies out of her hand. Literally.
Oh, cookie.
Stop it. Get a whole nother guy for cakes and pies.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Chad Daniels. Chad, let's see, we've established the fact that your wife is a college professor.
Yes.
Are you a college man?
No.
Ah,
that makes for
interesting contrast.
And her friends always remind me of it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Are they all college professors as well?
Most of them. We were out getting dinner one night, and her friends were like, "So, Chad, have you ever had Indian food?" And I was like, "Hello, Thanksgiving." Aren't you a history professor?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that stuff?
Hello.
How come the dumb guy's making all the smart comments? This is ridiculous. She has one friend from England that's always bragging about their language. We invented your language. You wouldn't have a language if it wasn't for us. Well, you spelled pneumonia with a P, stupid. Nat starts with a G, and you're bragging about that? And she goes, "You know what? They're silent. You know what? You better be silent before I stab you in your face with a knife."
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice,
Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you're going to free bowl of soup with that hat or what?
Talk to the judge.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. But he knew. He had to tell you he knew. It's very important. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the upside sidekick chair.
Hi.
Here's Ace.
Comedy knows comedy.
Certainly does. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Just got a new updated sheet you hear, Josh.
Yeah?
New updated sheet is on his head, that has your all of your dates on here. So
cool, man.
I could read them all, but time dictates that I don't. The thing is, it looks like October 21st and October 22nd, you'll be at the Funny Bone in Liberty, Ohio, Liberty Heights, Ohio. Is that
Township, yeah, Liberty
Township. And it's the album recording of Josh's new album entitled Wallets and Anal Beads. And you can be part of it. You can be in the crowd.
Christy, I can only blame you. I know you were asking an innocent question, but you know what happens.
No. She knew what she was doing.
I did know what I was doing. Sorry.
I deserve a little torture.
Who doesn't?
His original tell, I thought, was really inappropriate.
What title?
420 Mom 69. I just thought that was just a bit tasteless.
She liked it.
Okay, come on.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Donnie, how are you?
Well, I've seen it all now.
What's that?
I've been seeing this chick, Amber.
Yeah?
Man, she's fiery as hot. And she's a dancer, too, just part-time. And when she goes on stage, the DJ always says, "It's time for an Amber Alert."
Oh, boy. An Amber Alert.
That's insensitive.
Well,
very wrong.
that's just some Yeah, some nosy waitress said it was unchristian, so now they don't do it no more.
Good. Sorry to hear that.
Well, anyways, Amber came over last night. We was getting down and dirty. Next thing I know, the room starts smelling like the inside of that Yankee candle store at the mall. I'm like, are you queefing, or is that just your crouch? She's like, oh, it's just the pumpkin spice lube I brought over.
Oh, is that right?
Which I guess would be normal if I was into getting it on with a jack-o'-lantern. Who even discovered pumpkin spice anyways? Is that like what our great explorers Christopher Columbus and Lewis and Clark was looking for?
No idea.
I wish somebody pull another Boston Tea Party, but replace the tea with pumpkin spice and dump it all back in the Great Lakes. Because back in my day, man, this time of year used to smell like manly stuff, like bonfires and deer meat and burning leaves.
Sure.
Now it smells like nutmeg and cinnamon everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what the mineral is, you know. And now I've taken 2 showers and I still reek of pumpkin spice. Man. And I got to go work smelling like I've been baptized at Bed Bath & Beyond, Tom. Plus, you know, Heavy Heather over an accountant, and she'll probably be coming over out to loading dock thinking there's leftover shepherd's pie now. I swear to God.
That's just mean, Donnie.
How's that mean? You know, I feel bad for getting her hopes up and leading her on. Okay, I better go call in sick to work. Do you think if I corner a skunk and let it spray me, that'll neutralize the pumpkin spice? I'll hang up and listen to your answer.
Okay. All right. That pumpkin spice is good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I have candles, pumpkin candles.
You do?
I like pumpkin candles.
I love them, yeah.
All right. Well,
Do you burn them year-round or just in the fall?
You know, I'll go year-round.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I'll change it up a little bit, but I do have them year-round.
Hate all things pumpkin.
In the bedroom?
Dislike intense.
Yeah, I've got one in my bedroom. I've got one in the living room.
Do you light them during intimate moments?
When I'm banging it out.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to know?
Yeah, when you're doing it.
Why do you want to love?
Yeah.
I'm just curious if there's some kind of ritual, if you have some fancy long-stemmed lighter and you put on some.
See, he's got the smoking jacket, the ascot.
Put on your favorite band, ropes and ladders, whatever they're called.
Shovels and ropes.
Shovels and ropes.
Are you a music guy, Josh?
No. I like
you like the sounds?
Yeah, I like the fapping and the gagging.
The screaming.
Too much.
Oh, sure.
Too beaucoup. Here, make him feel at home. Pat, now shut your mouth and scream, let me go.
Oh, boy, I just twitched.
Do you have candles in your bedroom?
Yes.
Sounds like
there's
a
a candle in there.
I'm real paranoid about mine, though. If I light one in my bedroom and I leave the bedroom, I blow it out.
You should.
Okay, yeah, I don't. Ugh. Especially with a cat.
A friend of mine's a fireman, and I said to him, "Hey, I was just reading that the number one cause of house fires is no longer cigarette smoking; it's candles." And he said, "No, not in my district." Oh, yeah, what is it there? He said, arson.
No,
I'm not kidding.
All right.
It depends what neighborhood you live in.
Do you have those little ceramic deals that you plug into your?
No.
And then you put the little disc in, and it melts the wax.
Yeah, I don't really care for those very much. You like them?
Oh, I have one that I really like, and of course they discontinued the fragrance.
Don't you hate
It's like a sage, I think. It was so nice.
They discontinued my shampoo, everybody.
What? Yes. I hate when things get discontinued.
Oh, you mean they shoulders? Bald no more?
Apparently they discontinued it 3 years ago.
Look at that. Did you hear the pot called the kettle bald?
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
What horrible news we're only hearing
No, there's
now?
nothing a bald guy likes more than another guy going bald.
That's true.
That is. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like when a fat guy loses weight and then he gains all the weight back. All those other fatties are like, yeah.
I knew he couldn't do it. Food's too good.
Glad to have my wingman back. The guy eating my wings with.
So this thing that you bought, that do they make other kinds of things for it now? Or
they have thousands of fragrances.
Oh, okay.
But I prefer this one, and they don't make it anymore. So yeah, and and then you try to replicate. So I probably have 20 of these little disc smelly things.
Oh.
Or they have like a cube, or it's just a wax.
Yeah,
that
just
melts.
to find another one you like.
Yes, it's been horrible.
I had 20 night lights installed in the hallways of my house, and then they stopped making the bulbs.
Installed? Don't you just plug them into the...
No, they were built into the wall.
Oh, 20.
Had them all wired up. Yeah, I like a lot.
Leave the lights on.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
It's like a runway.
Good Lord, it's like a movie theater.
So I went online and I found a place that still had them, and I bought all of them.
Runway.
Good thing you're moving.
Yeah, I know. I'll give the light bulbs to the new guy.
Chick, remember that restaurant we went to? We would go there often, and one of our favorite appetizers was a dip trio. They had 3 dipping sauces for breadsticks.
Right. Yeah.
And you ordered it one time for us. Oh, we've discontinued that. And I believe I looked at the survey. So what was the problem? Too popular?
Too delicious?
You were making too much money with that one?
Yeah.
Why'd you get rid of it?
Everybody I know or look forward to.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Stupid Olive Garden.
I'm sorry. Back to you, Christy. What else is going on?
Well, we'll come back with the story about cameras in your stall at work. I'm talking about the toilet stall.
I demand to know where you're from. Because you say cameras.
Cameras?
And you're going to go down. And you said wetter earlier. Where the hell are you from?
No.
Are you an alien?
Yes.
Cameras.
We have
cameras. Well, I have a camera I take pictures with. The hell?
I take video.
We have a sharp rise in STD cases here in the United States.
STIs,
She seems irritated.
You think?
I think we found what she's irritated at.
If we found out Christy had 17 dead bodies in her backyard, wouldn't we all go, yeah, that sounds about right. We've driven her to that.
I have the most glorious garden you've ever seen.
Tulips bloom all year round.
Yes.
Are you ready to see my sculptures? Huh?
They kept wondering why she was
Drink this.
renting a backhoe all the time. A lot of Visqueen on that credit card.
Have you ever fought over Chinese food?
I would.
Is this
Pretty
rag?
good Chinese food.
Last egg roll sitting in the steam tray.
Okay.
Mine, bitch.
Is this rag?
I'm 91 and hungry. Shut up.
Why are you eating with a 91?
Why are you at lunch with a 91-year-old woman? Or man.
You never see any fat 91-year-olds. I'm going to keep you thin. I'm saving your life.
We'll have these stories and more coming up. Maybe.
Give me that pot sticker, bitch.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I'm just...
Put that on a bumper sticker. Give me that pot sticker, bitch.
Nice T-shirts.
No name calling, please.
Okay, when we come back, also, what's that in the pond in Wisconsin? Are you kidding me? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy,
All right, favorite
My
band?
favorite movie.
Road-
band,
is it
no
Roadhouse, did
movie.
we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh, my
Audrey
God.
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
not.
I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say
the hell.
Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hi,
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. See the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime. Even right now, just head on over, go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. You can watch the live video from inside the studio, see the reactions of the cast. There's Ace Cosby telling a joke of the day. There's Chick McGee's reaction. That's why you do it. It's Bob and Tom's YouTube live video stream, and you can see it right now on our YouTube channel. Check it out, won't you? For those of you that want to continue listening, keep it here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Wednesday, September 21st. About 230 whales are stranded on Tasmania's west coast just 2 days after 14 sperm whales were found beached on an island nearby. The pods stranded on Ocean Beach appear to be pilot whales. The Department of Natural Resources said Wednesday at least half of them presumed to still be alive. The department says a team was assembling whale rescue gear and heading to the area 2 years ago. About 470, or double the amount of longfin pilot whales, were found beached on Tasmania's west coast in the largest mass stranding on record in Australia. Pilot whales notorious for stranding in mass numbers for reasons that are not entirely understood. Nearly every single Alaskan got a financial windfall amounting to more than $3,000 Tuesday. It's the day the state began distributing payments from Alaska's investment fund that's been seeded with money from the state's oil riches. The payments, officially called the Permanent Fund of Dividend, or PFD locally, amounted to over $2,600, the highest amount ever. Alaska lawmakers added $600 as a one-time benefit to help residents with high energy costs. Residents use the money in various ways, from buying big screen TVs, vehicles, or other goods, using it for vacations, or putting it into savings or college funds for the children. In rural Alaska, the money can help offset the enormous food and fuel costs that all Americans are experiencing right now. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Oh, my. Just look at that. What am I going to do?
What's wrong, honey?
Look in the mirror, all that gray. Boy, did it sneak up on me.
No, it didn't.
You mean it's been gray for a long time?
Only all of your life. Sweetie, your brain matter is supposed to be gray. Now close up your cranium and come to bed.
All right, dear. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you.
I totally agree.
If the top of your head is bushy and gray, hair color is not your problem. Remove that hatchet from your skull. Say hello to your cerebellum.
Oh, dear, you've got a little gravy on your blouse from dinner.
Oh, honey, that's not gravy. That's part of my frontal lobe.
Just for morons. From Frigamall Industries. Ask for it by name.
What the hell?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
We were talking about something earlier, which is when you're on a plane. Sometimes you don't want to talk to people. Sometimes you do.
I make sure that I have a headset on all the time.
See, I used to do that all the time.
I do the same, but I had a guy tapping on it.
No way.
Yeah.
Can you turn that down?
And I'm like, how do you ignore a guy tapping on your big headphone with the light on? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, and he just started the small talk, like business or pleasure. And I'm like, music. I'm into the music. So I had to kind of take him off and be polite, and it was very awkward.
I'll bet.
Yeah. That's quite an invasion, I think.
It's
you should never
much
tap on
so.
somebody's headset.
Yeah, no kidding.
Plane's on fire, sir. Oh, okay.
That's your personal space. No one's supposed to be
think
in there.
so.
Was it John Candy? Because it sounds like planes, trains, and automobiles.
My dogs are barking.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom's around.
Hey, Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hi, Chick McGee.
Hey there. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick. I certainly enjoyed your sportscast. Coming up, we're going to talk with the lovely Allie Breen. Allie, of course, is the host of Sexy Time. Speaking of lovely ladies, Caroline Ray, comedian, will be our guest tomorrow.
All right.
Yesterday, we had a great chat with Bill Burr. Bill has his massive tour up and running.
William Frederick Burr.
That's right.
Doesn't that sound like a Revolutionary era general when you say it like that?
It does.
Yeah. William Frederick.
And what it is?
He's got a great line about that. You should watch the video.
Yes. And you can see the video of that interview on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I will refer you to Christy Lee at the news desk. Yes, ma'am?
Well, thank you, sir. A company in China has come under fire for installing surveillance cameras above the toilet stalls so it could monitor employees during their toilet breaks.
I see. All right.
Toilet use during work hours has been a controversial topic in China for quite a while now.
Has it?
Yeah. Josh, some companies actually cut your salary if you spend too much time in the loo, if you will. Others get fined for using the toilet more than once a day.
Oh, fined!
Yes.
That seems a little harsh.
Some outfits.
Once a day? Could you do once a day?
No. Especially if that includes pee and poop.
Mm-hmm. Well, I assume that if it's just use of the facility.
Yeah. Some have installed timers on their toilet booths. And the solution for one tech company, installing cameras above the booths of the employee bathrooms to monitor phone use during the bathroom breaks.
Yeah. Ironically, China doesn't want their employees on TikTok. That's just a weapon for American people.
Steal their information.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
do you
I
think
want to lip sync.
would those videos be of any value on Pornhub?
Ugh.
Probably.
Is there
There's absolutely an audience for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm not judging, but I am glad I don't have.
Oh, I'm
that,
judging.
Yeah, we know you're judging.
If that's what turns you on, find a quality psychiatrist, will you?
Or find somebody who'll crap for you.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil, can't help but notice all your tables are glass. Funny story. You're a lot of Danny Thomas reruns.
Poor guy. What did he do?
Yeah, how did he ever get that right?
How did I not mention
Maybe it happened.
I'm just here to make you laugh. How did this happen?
Okay.
How did this happen?
Now, I want to play a little something for you and see if you can. Actually, I'll have Christy do the story first. This is kind of confusing. It's about NASA releasing some very special audio.
Yeah, they've released the sound of space rocks crashing into Mars.
So they claim.
According to CNN, the NASA InSight lander heard and detected the vibrations of 4 space rocks as they slammed into Mars over the past 2 years. Wow. NASA released a recording of one of the Martian meteoroid impacts. CNN describes the audio as a very science fiction sounding.
Want to hear it?
Yeah, I would like to hear it.
This is Mars. Here we go.
Ugh.
That cool.
That's when
That
this
blub was weird.
They call it bloops.
Here it is.
Strange.
No,
The space rock enters
Wait a
the.
minute. Play it again. They have the we gave you the enhanced audio, Tom. Go ahead. Hit it again.
Wow, Mars is rocking.
This must have happened on a very particular date.
What day?
Well, it was
Well, let's
released.
see if I can recall.
It was released
First one
today.
that fires on Mars.
I think it was released today. What's the date today?
Well,
You gotta remember.
Do you remember?
No.
The 21st of September.
Hello there.
hello there.
Boy, this just makes you smile no matter what, doesn't it?
Well, it may make you smile, but boy, oh boy, was that a tough day for me.
I have slight dementia.
That's right.
What happened on the
I was
21st
18, I
of
just got
September?
engaged, my draft number came up.
Oh.
I know.
Horrible day for me.
Ship me off to Da Nang. Watch the...
So it's like 68 again. Here
So
we go.
what you heard is a space rock
Well, here
entering
it is.
the atmosphere, exploding into pieces, and then hitting the surface
Of Mars.
of Mars.
No, we have that's kind of hard to understand. Okay, this is the enhanced audio.
Okay.
The Martian atmosphere has only 1% of the thickness of Earth's atmosphere, meaning that many meteoroids zip through it without disintegrating.
Many.
Yes, you can read more about this in a journal called Nature Geoscience.
No, and I was
If you're
wondering,
bored.
how's there sound on Mars? And you hear it differently on Mars than you would here. Sound travels much shorter distances on Mars than Earth, and sound dies quicker in the cold, thin air of Mars.
Gotcha.
And
plus, they have many restaurants up there.
Really?
Many.
How are those?
Oh, but they have great food, but
Great food, but no atmosphere. You almost, you couldn't help you. You and Ace should start your own shows.
I bit my lip.
It's interesting that there are I guess a lot more stuff hits the surface because the atmosphere is
they don't break up.
But they don't break up because the atmosphere is so thin. It doesn't disintegrate like the one we heard.
So Tom's point is more whole meteor.
So if you're walking around,
yeah, you could get hit in the head with one.
if you're driving around, what's that place called that fixed my windshield?
Safe Light Repair.
Safe Light Repair.
Safe Light Replace.
Safe Light's going to be great up on Mars.
Not that I'm a child of television. What are you talking about?
Every windshield. They just did mine. Yeah, every windshield up there, getting hit by things all the time. You got a song about rocks on Mars?
Woke up this morning and there in my driveway, a huge fireball fell last night. Oh no, a meteorite. Called my agent at Farmers Insurance. J.K. Simmons put up quite a fight. Everybody, oh, a meteorite. Pizza boy brings the sausage to the porn star. She looks at him with fake delight. He says to her, yes, it's meteor, right?
No, there's no need for this. I feel like this would be me at a Bob Marley song. He'd play his third song. You just played that twice. I don't know. The reggae all sounds the same.
It's a reggae classic.
Where are you from?
I don't know.
When I was a kid, I thought he was saying Ezra and I.
Ezra and I.
Ezra and I.
It was two guys, Ezra and this guy, running around. It's not.
No.
It's not Meteorite either, Pat, but that sure is a good song.
Parody.
Of course, it's no 21st of September. But.
Speaking of songs, the U.S. Space Force has released its official song. According to CNN, it's titled Semper Supra, and it was unveiled during the 2022 Air and Space Forces Association Airspace and Cyber Conference in Maryland. According to the release from the Air Force, it was written and composed by two former service members, James.
Oh, sorry.
You got mail.
Got an email?
James Teachener, a former member of the U.S. Air Force Band at the Air Force Academy, and Sean Nelson, a U.S. Coast Guard Band trombonist and staff arranger. Would you like to hear the song?
I've got the song. This is the new Space Force
It is named
official song. Here we go.
Yeah.
Come on!
I feel like I want to go watch a college football game.
I mean, the instrumental is strong, I think.
The song is named after the U.S. Space Force motto, Semper Supra, which is Latin for, anybody remember their Latin?
What's the first one?
Semper Supra.
Like Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, Semper Supra.
No, the day, always the day.
Above.
Above, yes, always above, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the lyrics for the first couple sentences?
Here are the lyrics. We're the mighty watchful eye, guardians beyond the blue, the invisible front line, war fighters brave and true, boldly reaching into space. There's no limit to our sky. Standing guard both night and day. We're the Space Force from on high.
I like it. You guys don't like it?
I like it.
I think I'm glad they're up there. We're gonna need them. We're gonna need them one day to get the Ruskies. Here we go.
This rules. And then the mighty watch the light, guardians beyond the blue.
It's kind of easy to make fun of any chorus.
It's got that kind of military feel.
It fits perfect.
College football game kind of thing.
I do wish they would have gone kind of spacey, had like Daft Punk do it or some
Right.
like Bowie sample. I don't know.
Well, they
Or those Mars rocks blowing up in the background.
Other
That's cool
people
sound.
can do the song. That's just, I mean, this
Give me 10 minutes and I'll do a Bowie thing. That's better than Space Force.
Oh, okay.
That's like, that song was recorded in a time warp.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
that's space related.
It's got to match up with other songs of that ilk, such as the Army song or the the United States Navy song.
Yeah, why didn't they
There's a
use
certain-
The Weeknd and Daft Punk and Starboy?
No, they
Why
could.
didn't they use that?
Well, they could all record it.
The Air Force has a cool song. They have Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's a good one.
Well, in any event, you have a knockoff on this already?
Give me 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
I'll do a Bowie like that.
All right.
You got 8. We're giving you 8.
Okay. I thought you said ace. That's why I was confused.
You can do this for karaoke night.
Yeah, we'll give you Ace. You can take him for a while if you like.
I'm a star boy. Okay, sorry.
All right. Well, coming up, we have Sexy Time with Allie Breen and a couple of interesting travel dates for a couple of the folks in this room, including Josh Arnold, Funny Bone, Liberty Township, Cincinnati area, coming up Friday, October 21st and Saturday the 22nd. Yeah. On the road a piece, but you'll be recording your new album.
That's exciting.
My first.
Also,
might
Al
have to be in
Jackson
the
this
audience.
weekend. Al will be at Dr. Grin's in Grand Rapids Thursday through Saturday. We'll talk with Al, I think, tomorrow. Right now, I want to remind you that Napa is on a mission. Their mission is not to Mars. Their mission is right here on Earth. They want to keep you in motion here on Earth. For almost a century, Napa has been known for having the quality parts and expert knowledge that you, the driver, need. Today, Napa drivers, well, they're getting a lot of assistance from our friends at Napa with nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care Centers. So you're never too far from the quality products and the trusted service that Napa is going to provide you and your ride, your car, your truck. You depend on it. You can depend on Napa to help you out. Visit NapaOnline.com to find the Napa location near you. That's NapaOnline.com. Those folks have what we call Napa know-how. Is the Queen in her coffin? Well, that's what somebody wanted to know. Well, we've got that. And what else were people doing during that funeral? It's up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You want to learn how to avoid a-holes in your life?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
I do, Christy. I come in early.
Apparently, there is a gentleman, Robert Sutton, a professor of organizational behavior and engineering at Stanford University, has written 2 books about a-holes and how people can survive them. Here are his suggestions.
Pretty easy.
Steps to avoid and change the a-hole in your life.
Does it involve not going to an axe hurling bar?
Number 1, create physical distance. One of the most reliable ways to become an a-hole is to be around them. I've got to go.
I am out of here.
At an economic conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, he issued a blunt warning. The Fed's drive to curb inflation by aggressively raising interest rates would bring some pain for Americans. After their meeting today, we will likely get a better idea of how much pain we could be in store for. The central bank is expected to raise its key short-term rate by a substantial 0.75 of a point for a third consecutive time. And the National Transportation Safety Board is recommending that all new vehicles in the U.S. be required to have blood alcohol monitoring systems that can stop an intoxicated person from driving. The recommendation, if enacted by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, could reduce the number of alcohol-related crashes, one of the biggest causes of highway deaths in the United States. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Caponera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. And Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
When your horse has run its very last race and there's nothing left to do, giddy up, giddy up. We don't think it's very good taste to turn him into glue. Giddy up, giddy so up. If your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, giddy up, giddy and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony.
Now, when you come into any participating Burger Pony restaurant and order our swale in a pail, every kid in your group will receive a free hot fudge sundae silence. And don't forget our Clint Eastwood Western spaghetti. And our delicious burgers, including the Daily Double and the Triple Crown. And remember our motto, if we're not in your neighborhood yet, your neighbors have probably passed a petition.
So if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. She was just as bad. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose.
Been there at that lunch.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Ah!
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Amen.
I don't know what the hell that was. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and I got an email just for Tom Griswold.
Just being a weirdo.
I guess. You ready, Tom?
Yes, I am.
There is an app available called Poop Salary.
Huh.
You can enter your hourly wage, and it acts as a stopwatch and tracks how much money you make while you're on the toilet.
Oh, God.
It records weekly, monthly, and yearly. All you have to do is kick it on when you start and kick it off when you stop.
Poop salary.
So this is if you're at work.
Well, if you're anywhere. Well, yes, if you're at work. Well, how much are they paying you when you're at work
I see.
to be in the bathroom?
This is in.
I can't believe I had to add a follow-up to that.
No, so the news story that you're referencing is this place that has allegedly put cameras in the toilets to monitor their employees because they're spending too much time in the bathrooms on their phones.
Getting out of control, yeah.
Yeah, and that would never be legal in the United States.
No.
Oh, of course not. No.
And
have you ever heard of somebody sleeping in the bathroom?
Sleeping
in one of my
in
old
the
jobs.
bathroom.
Every occasionally you'd go in and there would be snoring coming from one of the stalls.
No,
and we
I've
all knew
never
who
heard
it was, and nobody ever said anything.
Whoa.
Good for him. He's got a fun little hustle.
Yeah, but, I mean,
How do you sleep? Can you sleep sitting up?
you know what? I'm getting to the age where I can
Oh,
now,
hell yeah.
but not on a toilet.
Some of the best sleep I get's in my chair.
You know what sleeps real well on my toilet? My legs after 1 minute. Because I have no ass. So they just pass out. After 3 minutes on the toilet, I need help getting off of it like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon 2.
Circulation issue there.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting one of those neck pillows just to put on my toilet seat. Some padding. Is this all good? Should I be
Yes.
working this
Have you seen the act? Have you seen the extenders?
Wait a minute.
Extenders?
Extenders for what?
Yeah, it's like a giant, like a 8-inch pad.
Oh, that's for people
that
with
goes
health
on,
issues.
on
yeah.
top of the seat.
Yeah, that's for the disabled.
Yeah, or
No, but
elderly to get up and down off the toilet.
No, but you could. That would work for you, Josh. Because you'd
Would add some padding?
No, it's not just the padding.
Height.
It's the height.
Well, you're supposed to get lower. Get low, get low. Get low.
No, I know you're supposed to get in the squatting
Get low.
position for the functionality of the actual of the bowels. I'm talking about
From the window
his
to the
inability-
wall. To the wall. Till the sweat run down my balls.
Do you know that song, Tom?
You know that song. Okay, sorry.
No, this would give him the ability to get up quicker. See, or without your legs falling asleep, because that's the problem.
Well, you know what I realized the problem was? Why am I hanging out in there? I do my thing and get out. I used to linger.
What happened to the padding that they had on the toilet seats?
Oh, remember those days?
They were just like not great padding.
No,
Just
didn't
kinda
wear well.
You'd sit on it and it would go.
right down to the plastic.
Exactly.
They've got to have improved those.
That
by
was
now.
a temperature thing, right?
Maybe because they weren't as cool.
They wouldn't get cold. I think that's what that was.
And that toilet padding and Nerf footballs always had just a little chunk out for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then you'd get caught. You'd like hit that little
pinch.
Yes.
the
thank
plastic.
you.
So the original question was:
pinch.
have you ever fallen asleep on the toilet?
I've not.
But you said you worked with a guy that would go to sleep deliberately, go into the
Yeah,
toilet.
he went in there and would sleep.
Instead of working, he would sleep.
Yep.
When Bob and I were working up in Harbor Springs, Michigan, actually technically in Petoskey, we had a guy, I was the program director, so you can imagine the quality of that station.
A lot of motivational meetings with you and your employees.
A lot of do the Freddy.
Yeah.
You know how many people want to work here for you lazy bastards? Oh,
Archie Bell.
But this was a pre-cell phone, by the way. And I remember I got a phone call one day from the cops, and he goes, "Hey, I think you may have a problem." And turn on the station. So I turned on the radio station, and I heard this sound. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's
of course, it's very loud.
That's the sound of the end of a vinyl record, and so the cop went over to the radio station, and in the air studio, you could see there was a window on the side.
Yeah.
The cop, he had me on the phone. He goes, "Well, I think he's alive. It looks like he's breathing." And this guy was asleep with his head right by the control board. I said, "Wake him up." Okay, so that was what happened.
Yeah, the guy that when I was a real baby broadcaster ran the, what do they call that, elevator music station?
Music.
Well,
they called it Beautiful Music.
Yeah, it's beautiful
It
music.
would be like string versions of Beatles songs.
He would fall asleep all the time.
I don't know if I could blame him playing that stuff.
Right?
My therapist was getting pretty old, and he would fall asleep during our sessions sometimes.
You have to spice it up.
But I didn't want to call him out for it because I felt very rude and I'm non-confrontational. So I would just make, like, in the story that I was telling, be like, and then, I hit the floor and it was like, bam! And then he'd wake up and I could go back into it.
Non-confrontational unless it's a minimum wage worker, in which case I've seen you absolutely lose your mind and go off on those hardworking
Yes,
people.
Sometimes that's the one thing. You mess up my iced coffee, I will accost you. That's going to happen.
No one blames you for that.
I cried a little.
Did you ever?
I'm so sorry. He's never like this.
Did you ever test the therapist to see if he was paying attention by saying stuff like, and that's when I killed him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I buried the body, and if he doesn't blink, he's out.
See, this is why I don't think you should be in therapy, because you'd be doing too many bits in that little room. You'd be in there having the time of your life.
Can you imagine? No.
Try to charm.
I think all you comedians, comedians in therapy are constantly running bits by the guy.
I honestly never have. No, and I think she would call me out. I would hope my therapist would go, wait a minute.
If you're ever in the middle of one of your confessions to your therapist, said, "Hang on a second, I gotta write this down. This is a great bit."
I haven't.
Have you ever thought of anything you think later on? Boy, that'd be really funny if I stuck that on stage.
I should be. I should be thinking more about
Not the sobbing part of your therapy.
You cry?
The more.
I haven't cried in therapy. I really haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Let it go. You can do it right now. Go ahead.
Well, there's some built-up residual emotions from when
we talked
I
about
was
this off.
a child.
Oh, sorry.
And,
Yesterday was the
you
cry day.
you can see Josh do this live on tape.
they wouldn't let me talk at dinner. And I had things to say.
Someone hear me.
You think my brother's so funny? I'm the one, and I'm a professional.
And then you chose this job where you don't get to say anything
It's the
either.
same thing all over again.
Josh will be on stage coming up among other shows. It's going to be the Funny Bone in Liberty Township, Greater Cincinnati, Friday, October 21st and Saturday the 22nd, recording the new live album,
Liberty,
which you think may be called Half Fat.
Maybe. What's wrong with that?
That'll be the name. Yeah, because I have another name for it. You won't let me do it, I'm sure. In fact, I might exclude you from the whole thing.
Oh, boy.
That's a
I still
great
need you to
idea.
pay for it, but I might exclude you.
Yeah, remember the person who's recording it, I'm paying. You have an alternate title?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
It's called The Rest of Me is Awesome. That would be the alternate.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that part of that joke.
So then the cover is just a picture of your penis?
Well, I already...
Implying that your penis is not.
It's not the awesome part.
well, let me think.
You are the meanest
Let me give you
person.
my honest opinion.
You
on
want to
that.
see what I'm working with? I mean, you keep... I'll eventually show you.
I want to see it so bad.
I bet
You
you're...
practically show it the way it is.
Here's my opinion of that title. Okay, now.
You know what? That's not a bad title.
You guys should all go in the bathroom and then rate.
It's showdown?
Who goes? Yeah.
Oh, I'm completely lying.
Irish guys laugh.
I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie about it.
No.
Guaranteed.
You have to do it all at once.
We're all standing
Y'all
around in a
have to-
circle.
I'll take out
Yeah.
enough to win.
I like
Hey, Pat, now you promised us. I saw. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I can do it, yeah.
Okay,
I can
now,
do it, yeah.
again, to set this up, the Space Force, which is a real thing,
Has a new song,
and
Semper
this is
Supra.
the military division of space travel in the United States, and I'm glad we have it.
Yep.
So we can.
It's hard for me to judge the space. Those other songs have been here forever, and they're just they're everywhere, all the time, always, and they sound like what they're supposed to be. But this doesn't sound like anything to me.
Again, remember, this is the first recording of this song. Other artists will be allowed to record it, but it's the official song written by a couple of veterans.
Yeah, U.S. Army, Air Force band guy,
I'll play a
and
little
Coast
bit
Guard
of
band guy.
Here it is.
I think it's the singer's chick. I think if it were just instrumental, you might be more on board.
It sounds like it's too heavy a female.
It doesn't sound.
Don't you think? Too many women.
What?
It doesn't sound that different than the.
I mean, the beginning
the
of it.
communist national anthem.
Also, Dad, I'm certain that's not the first time you've said too heavy female.
Thank you. No, it's the beginning sounds like a late '60s cop show or something like that.
It almost sounds like the Superman theme.
No, here's what it sounds like. Isn't it time you thought of Waukegan? Well, for your next convention, visit Waukegan.
And it's even just saying the U.S. Space Force, and then you hear that song. It's almost like this isn't real.
It's a little bit of Team America type.
Yeah, that's a better example.
like-
But it's
it sounds like the
Like
theme.
I'm at a Marvel movie or something.
But it can't help but because those things borrowed from these notions.
Well,
you know what I'm
that's
saying? So
true.
it's-
but
Yeah.
But I think when they recorded it, they leaned very heavily on the female singers. Listen again.
Well,
I don't hear any men singing it.
I do. You
Oh,
can
I
hear them
do.
underneath for sure.
I'm sure they deliberately wanted to make sure that they diversified.
See, that's your brain working
Your
on the
paranoia.
climate that you're out there with. I know.
No, it's obvious. I'm sure
don't
there'll be a
think
nice
it is.
boy version of it out there.
let's hear Pat's version, shall
What
we?
do you got, Pat?
Well, Bowie's persona was very fluid back in the day, and I think that he's the guy to do this. He's no longer with us, so I'll play his part. Here we go. I've got boots for walking on the moon with a swishy gait and show-like tunes. I'm the interplanetary sort of space traveler from Mars. I can be with whomever I please, Jack or Jill, Adam or Eve. I'm the quite contemporary confirmed bachelor who came from afar. Our love is universal. You cannot contain us. Kiss me here on Pluto, or take me to Uranus. I'm the extraordinary pansexual who fell from the stars. The man that time forgot. But check out the sweet little astronaut. Yes, I'm the interplanetary sort of space traveler from Mars. Something like that.
Brilliant.
That is dead on. That's early Bowie.
I love early Bowie.
I do. I'm
the pansexual Bowie. Now, here's a song that they considered using for the Space Force.
Yeah?
Featuring the great Jimmy Durante. I'm sure that was the record.
Do you like sit down and go, how old a reference can I come up with tomorrow morning?
What could this be?
Here we go.
If you want to get a thrill, if you want to see the sights, jump right in. I got an unidentified flying object, yeah. Let's go for a spin. We're going UFO. We're trying salsa flying. We'll glide across the skies. Nobody will believe their eyes.
It's We're Going UFOing.
All right.
Jimmy
That's a
Durante.
party. That's not quite as big a party as Rob. Have you ever heard Rob Zombie's song, Everybody's Effing in a UFO?
Well, that I want to hear.
It's phenomenal.
Is there a bleeped version
Does
of
he
that out there?
actually say it?
We'll have Dean spend 3 hours working on it.
Everybody's bleeping.
Everybody's effing in a UFO.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom news desk. We'll
You might
move
get to
on.
see that live.
I know I will.
Oh. Is that one of his big
Will I
hits?
be dancing?
Yes. Will you?
We got to get video of you dancing like a little maniac.
There will be video.
Now, is this weekend?
It is.
Oh, now, once again, you're doing the show Friday exclusively from your hotel room, is that correct?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, once again, Josh will be back in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, this time in a hotel.
By popular demand.
They love you down there.
And then you're going to go see...
Many bands at
Many
Louder Than Life, yeah.
at
Many bands?
Louder Than Life Festival, the second major festival in the Louisville area in 2 weeks.
I'm going to do a lot of this.
Nice.
Will you be here Monday?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Could be a great weekend for you.
I'll be here.
Okay. Now, we return to the news desk with something more from Christy Lee.
Authorities in Florida report a brawl broke out among family members over Chinese food. The Wildwood Police Department reports the Shell family had ordered Chinese food, but the takeout containers were not labeled.
Uh-oh.
This apparently upset 51-year-old Bruce Shell to no end, since he did not know which container of food was his.
What the hell's going on here?
Shell's son, who police identified as the victim, said he argued with his father and
Bruce,
sister
calm down.
over the Chinese
Who
food
do you think you're talking to?
due to the fact that the victim had eaten his father's food unknowingly.
Oh, man.
You stupid
Victim's
bastard.
25-year-old sister allegedly began punching him in the face before Bruce put his son in a chokehold.
Take that, Dad.
Shell's wife said the fighting only stopped when she came out of her bedroom, witnessed the brawl, and called 911. Both Bruce Shell and his daughter Atlantis were arrested and charged with battery.
Okay.
I'm Atlantis. I'm hard to find, but when
Wet,
you do,
hard to find.
I'm real
Good work, fellas. A little assist from Godwin there.
You got to go down,
Yeah.
Way
find
down.
it and everything. Sounds like a quality family. This is why you open the fortune cookies first.
And why was Mom in the...
Why was Mom in the bedroom not having dinner with her
Why-
family?
I'm
wouldn't you
taking to my bed.
Why didn't the guy look at the food? What is this? Is this my egg roll or is this a salad?
How am I supposed
No.
am I
And
supposed
also,
to know
in
what
his
this is?
defense, would you know Kung Pao chicken from...
General So's?
Yeah.
Well, yes, I would. But would
Well,
you know?
but-
Well, you know what?
I wouldn't know.
Put it on a
I
plate, take a
wouldn't.
look-see.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
There's a lot more going on with this family, I'm thinking.
Mushu pork and mushu chicken, I'm sure look very,
I'm
very
sure
similar.
they do.
Take a little taste.
The man tried.
Okay.
Bites and
So you're
seeds.
defending this idiot?
Now I want Chinese food.
Oh, a little lo mein. Come on.
Oh, my lucky number is 5 to 10. That's the number of weeks he'll be in jail.
Broccoli.
You don't open your fortune cookies before you eat the meal, do you?
Can't.
You can't.
I was
That's
going to say
bad luck.
Fortune.
I love fortune cookies.
You do? You like the taste?
I do. I like the taste of them, and I like the fortunes. It's always fun.
Really? It's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
You're insane. Do you know that?
I was very disappointed. I got you guys all custom fortune cookies one Christmas, and nobody liked them.
Was I here for that? I would have loved it.
Were they naughty fortunes?
I don't think I was here.
Yeah, you can have
You can put whatever you want.
fortunes you want in there.
Oh.
They were delicious, and
Did you put naughty things?
I don't know. I'll get you some if you'd like some. We really, if you like. If you
You
like
still have those laying around?
No.
I guarantee they taste exactly how they did when they came fresh out of the factory.
This is right.
I think when you opened them up, there was a strip with that famous picture saying, Tom, your biggest fan.
I see.
So, in any event, this family got into a massive brawl. They had to call the police just because of the Chinese food.
Wow.
Yeah, and of course, they got into another brawl an hour later.
Yeah, naturally, yeah. Of course, they're angry again an hour later.
The classics.
That never gets old.
Hey, are you going to order Chinese food today to your compound? And
Maybe.
Safe and cozy because of your Simply Safe design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system? I bet you are. We use Simply Safe. Simply Safe protects you with cutting-edge security technology, 24/7 professional monitoring agents. They always have your back. Simply Safe blankets your home in protection. Advanced sensors for every room, window, and door. HD security cameras for inside and outside. Smarter ways to detect motion that only alert you when a threat is real. And inside sensors for possible fire or flood. And monitoring agents use proprietary advanced response technology to visually confirm when a break-in is real so you can get the highest priority police dispatch. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no place like Simply Safe.
Coming up, it's going to be sexy time with Allie Breen. Also, we have some interesting news about the late Queen Elizabeth II. And what's that in the pond in Wisconsin? Ooh, is it the Loch Ness Monster? We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em contest happening right now. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Get your picks in for week 3. It starts Thursday night. So today's Wednesday. You still got about a day and a half to get your picks in for week 3. And good luck from all of us here at Bob and Tom 24/7. By the way, you could win a Big Green Egg Mini Max. If you want to know more about the Big Green Egg, there's Egg Fest happening all over the country, including this weekend, the All Green Egg Fest. This Saturday, September 24th, at All Green Outdoor Living, Valencia, Pennsylvania, about 30 minutes north of Pittsburgh. They're going to have Big Green Eggs on hand, cooking and showing you how they work. You can taste the product. Chicken wings, brats, hot dogs, steaks. Smoking the Ozarks also happening this Saturday at Outdoor Home in Nixa, Missouri, which is just south of Springfield, Missouri. One of our affiliates. We've got a lot of listeners in Springfield, so go to Smokin' the Ozarks, the 2022 Egg Fest again, at Outdoor Home in Nixa, Missouri this Saturday. Find out more about the Egg Fest and the Bob and Tom Show's Big Green Egg Contest. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Wednesday. Allie Breen coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Aaron Judge hit his 60th home run, and Giancarlo Stanton followed minutes later with a game-ending grand slam, completing the Yankees' stunning 5-run ninth-inning rally to beat the Pirates 9-8 last night in New York. Other American League winners: Houston, Detroit, the Angels, Kansas City, Cleveland, and Oakland. Interleague action: Boston beat Cincinnati and Toronto over Philadelphia. In the National League, the Dodgers and Arizona split a doubleheader, also winning the Cubs, Atlanta, Mets, San Francisco, and San Diego. And Buffalo Bills cornerback Dane Jackson released from the hospital after tests revealed he sustained no major injury to his neck or spinal cord when he was struck by a teammate. The Bills also revealed Tuesday that safety Micah Hyde sent to the hospital for tests after he was taken off the field with his own neck injury late in Monday night's win over Tennessee. And a fan was arrested for allegedly throwing a plastic water bottle and hitting Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam during the closing moments of Sunday's 31-30 home loss to the Jets. Cleveland police say 51-year-old Jeffrey Miller of Rocky River, charged with assault, disorderly conduct, and failure to comply. The Browns plan to ban Miller from the stadium. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My daughter, she's 5, said to me the other day, she goes, Dad, I know what your real name is. And I go, what? She goes, Bill. And I go, how do you know that? She goes, because Mommy calls you that. And I go, all right. I go, you know what my real full name is? And she goes, what? I go, my real full name is William Frederick Burr. And she goes, that's ridiculous.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joel Lindley is our guest. Now, do you drink at all?
I do drink.
Really? But that's got to be scary.
I went to buy beer the other day, and they sell non-alcoholic beer, right, which is a good idea. But did you know they sell it by the keg?
I did not.
What kind of a loser consumes a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer? I mean, if you don't drink, fine, have no duels, but, don't do funnels. What are you going to brag to your friends the next day? Oh, wow. Dude, you should have been there. I mean, we were pounding that keg till 4 in the morning. I was so bloated. Then I drove everyone home.
Cool. Yeah. There's a gigantic warehouse of stuff I don't get. And they serve non-alcoholic beer there.
Yeah. You know what? Another thing I don't understand? Hooters has food to go. Who the hell's that for?
Good point. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bullseye. Shut up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hanging out.
I'm Chick McGee with an update for everybody. And here's Tom.
Oh, yay.
I got a surprise for Josh, too.
Thank you very much. There's been a lot of attention spent on me today, and I appreciate it.
You're very well. Because I know for everybody else, this is a really great day because it's the 21st day of September.
Yes.
So we're all celebrating with this great song from Earth, Wind, and Fire. We got Maurice White, Philip Bailey doing those high notes. It's amazing.
And the big horns. The big horns.
Love it when they kick in.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Wind and fire.
Hello there.
Stop. Hey, hello.
It's great.
Oh, boy, do I. Yeah.
Do you have good memories, the 21st?
Oh, my gosh. That's when I walked in on my dad sleeping with the mailman. Look, do what you got to do to be happy, Pop. But my good lock the door. Rough day for me. Hey, look, everybody keep dancing, having fun, but this is going to be
Yeah, wow, it's a terrible memory.
hard for me to shake off here.
What was the odor like?
It was very musky with a hint of ass crack.
Anyway, dear Chick, how about you? Thank you, sir. This is from Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Thanks for playing Earth, Wind, and Fire song today, mainly because it's also my birthday.
Hey, how about that?
Happy birthday. However, just wanted to tell you, Chick, the great one, of course, Donnie Iris, sang the national anthem at the Steelers home game on Sunday.
What?
Aww.
He is getting ready to have his big birthday bash. I swear to God, I'm going to be there to celebrate his 80th birthday.
Wow.
Man.
Long-time listener from Pennsylvania. This is Brian. That would be something.
Donnie Iris.
Donnie Iris could be the greatest song ever recorded.
It's a good one.
It's got two hooks.
Merrily?
Huh?
Merrily?
Yeah, that's the Donnie Iris song.
Not Merrily.
Oh.
I do like that one, but
Love is like a rock.
I also like Love is Like a Rock, but he's talking about.
What was the first one?
Merrily.
Marilee. Okay.
Don't go.
No, it's Ali.
Little surprise for Josh.
Shut up, we're jamming.
Hello there.
Wolfman, get out of here.
Hello there.
Thank you.
I'm going to hit you
He's
hard
mad.
with Donnie Iris.
Leah.
Oh,
Leah. Yeah.
And you know, I swear, I remember Tim Wilson told me one evening that he knew the Leah that Donnie Iris wrote the song about.
What?
And knowing Tim, it's absolutely the truth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was she flattered by the tune, you know?
I think she
Must have. How could she not?
Yeah, her name's Leah, and it's Leah.
Yeah.
Isn't he the rapper guy that he did that song, The Rapper, early on? Call him the rapper,
was
right?
he with the Jaggers? Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
That's a great
I
song,
love that
too.
Rap.
Yeah.
They call him the rapper. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Well, no, we were talking about the new official song for the Space Force. And you did a nice tribute, Pat.
Oh, thank you.
You thought that
Bowie should have got the nod,
could
yeah.
give the late David Bowie in his sort of pansexual phase, he could write one. But the Space Force song, it's I think it's good. I mean, this is the real one.
If you were in the Space Force, you'd be proud to walk to this. Stand upright.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, start it again. Start it again.
The arrangement's okay. I just think they should have a few more men.
Tell
in the
me
mix.
I'm wrong, okay? Welcome to News Team 7.
Yeah,
It's Christy Lee on news.
Sure.
Josh Arnold with lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm Chick McGee with sports.
Can we
That's
please,
exactly-
Josh?
Try saying alternative lifestyle. Go ahead.
Okay. Welcome to Channel 7 News. Christy Lee with the headline. Josh Arnold with alternative lifestyle news.
That's the intro.
Whatever. Now, you said, Josh, you thought that the official Space Force song should be from Rob Zombie.
Oh, no.
And Dean has spent the last 8 minutes frantically editing this.
Dean, isn't it a good song?
And
He doesn't care for it. He doesn't care for it.
Attaboy, Dean.
this is, I believe, entitled, it's called Well, Everybody's Effing in a UFO.
It's so awesome.
Okay, here we go. This is Mr. Zombie. Thank you.
Oh, it's fun.
I think sitting. Everyone's sitting.
And on stage, Rob gets like everybody, like this giant monster alien guy comes out and dances. We all go nuts.
Doesn't that hurt your head to do that a lot?
Oh, the pain is
Get a
exquisitely.
little dizzy. I got a little dizzy just now.
Man,
have you guys seen Josh? He's like slapping a butt dance move. It's awesome, man. It's sexy. It gets the people going.
My steering wheel takes some abuse in the car.
You like to slap your own butt?
No, he slaps the steering wheel.
You know, I've never really tried to slap my own butt. The one time I was spanked.
Why? It's easy to do. What do you mean?
I've just never really tried it.
The one time you were spanked.
Oh, dude. Hurt so bad.
Didn't like it.
I was the best man in a wedding.
Oh.
And these strippers were, they were like, we have to spank you and the groom or whatever.
Yeah.
And they had paddles. And I said, that's going to hurt too much. Use your hands. And they did it. And it was so painful. And they go, and then afterwards she goes, just so you know, the hands hurt worse than a paddle. Like, I had no idea.
Was this skin to skin?
Yes. Hurt. Boy, they spanked the hell out of me.
You had your pants down?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had your pants down?
Our friends were laughing and laughing.
Was your little dingling out, or was it just kind of?
We were laying on our stomachs.
Got it.
So.
Cool.
Were you there that night? I don't think you went with us to the strip club when they stripped me on my bachelor night.
No, unfortunately, I avoided it.
Yeah, that was no fun.
Yeah.
Sat you in a chair?
Although that's the only actual.
Yeah, number 2 was there. I remember that.
Strippers can get real rough. Real rough.
What? Well, they
Well,
probably
when you
got a lot of anger.
Yeah, when you hate men as much as most of them probably do. I think that might get to you after a
Did
while.
someone say the Jaggers?
We appreciate auto-tune a little bit because some of those are a little liberal.
That's good, though. That great percussion.
Soulful.
Organic.
That percussion going on in there is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Mick Jagger and Donnie Iris.
The name of the band is the Jaggers.
Right, 'cause
Charlie
Mick is in
Simon.
it.
Mick is not. Is that with Jaggers with a Z?
Yes.
No, it's S because it's Mick Jagger. It doesn't work at all. Possessive apostrophe S.
You just can't stop him today. You can only hope to contain him. Okay.
Well, he's upset because this is, again, the anniversary we're all celebrating 21st of September.
That's right. I don't know what his problem is.
This is the day. Not only did Josh find Dad and the mailman.
Love this.
He had a lot of problems going on.
What else happened on that day, Josh?
Oh, his dog died or something. What happened to your dog?
Well, the dog got lost.
Oh, that's right.
You know, the worst thing may have been.
579.
Hello there.
Remember, how could I forget? That's the day my left eye got poked out. They were making s'mores in the backyard. Keep playing, guys.
And then the mailman came around the corner, fully aroused. Continuing with the theme.
Let's take a break, Tom.
Coming up in a few minutes, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. Also, what happened to the Queen?
What happened?
She's not in that box, I'll tell you that.
We'll find out.
It's a whole conspiracy.
Bring out the replacement Queen.
She's eating somewhere with Elvis and Andy Kaufman.
Okay.
That's a hell of a lunch.
Jim Morrison and his monster hog serving the burgers.
Oh, boy.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
That is a great question. So glad that you are with us, however, here on this Wednesday. On the way, Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast. Also, comedian relationship expert Allie Breen with a little sexy time. And don't forget, new on the schedule for Thursday, Caroline Ray is going to be joining us in the 8 o'clock hour, as well as Al Jackson, and a special Thursday edition of the News We Failed to Mention with Jeff Oskey. It's going to be an exciting Thursday. But we're not done with you yet. We still have to get through our hump day with Scorched Earth and Allie Breen and you coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Jimmy Kimmel is celebrating his 20th anniversary as ABC's late-night host a bit early. He did it by signing a 3-year contract extension for Jimmy Kimmel Live. His show debuted in January of 2003, and his new deal means he will remain with the show through the 2025-2026 season. Top Gun Maverick star Miles Teller will host the opening episode of Saturday Night Live on October 1st on NBC. The show will begin its 48th season in something of a transition period after having lost 8 cast members. Teller will be joined by Pulitzer Prize-winning musical guest Kendrick Lamar, who makes his 3rd appearance on the show. Pete Davidson, Adie Bryant, and Kate McKinnon among the longtime cast members who won't be back this season. And the Miss Universe organization has announced New Orleans will be the site of its 71st contest, drawing nearly 90 women contestants from around the world in January. The organization said the competition will be aired on Saturday, January 14th, 2023, from the New Orleans Convention Center. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. Attention, Fergler shoppers. You need hardware, you need Fergler. That's right, Fergler's hardware store. Fergler's dares you to beat their prices on anything in the store. That's right, Crazy Ernie's lost his mind and everything must go. Ladders, lumber, nails, including the kitchen sink. Fergler's hardware store, where you make out like a burglar when you shop at Fergler's. Free popcorn Mondays, free coffee Fridays, free parking. It's Crazy Ernie's going out of business sale. Everything must go. Fergler's hardware store. If Fergler's doesn't have it, you don't Fergin need it.
Hi, I'm Ernie Fergler.
He's Ernie Fergler. If you don't come buy some stuff today, he'll kick your ass. Be there. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy. But why do you have to start by getting stoned? Because, Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
A couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh, he.
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, you know, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Bob and Tom.
Donation.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hola.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Yes, I've got some emails here that are good, Chick.
Oh, good. Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Excited for Josh's emails, man.
I'm Chick McGee. I've got a couple of emails here for Tom as well. And here's Tom.
Coming up, it'll be Allie Breen with Sexy Time. But right now, you have emails you want to read?
Tom, we've been playing a wonderful song this morning because today's date, Chick, is
September 21st.
That's right. And we've been playing this quite a bit. Tyne, one of our wonderful truck drivers, has written in saying, shouldn't we be playing this song on September 22nd because you're supposed to remember the 21st? So guess what?
You're going back to last year.
We get to play it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
What?
Remember the 21st of September.
Yeah.
Love was changing their minds.
Willie, you got some moves, bud.
I'm locked in right here. 2 thumbs up.
Do the throw and dice move. I like that. Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
Do you want to explain to Ms. Alsman your complaint about the 21st?
Oh, look, I know it's fun for a lot of people. Bad things happen to me. Fellas, keep playing, keep dancing. My gosh. 21st September, our house burned down.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And my parakeet collection was still inside. I've been training these parakeets for a show, you see. So, boy, I had dozens and dozens of them.
What'd you call your parakeets?
The Tweety Tweets. And we had a hell of a show. Yeah, man, oh, man. Tell you what, some of them still flew when they were on fire. Flew right out of the window.
Oh, that's a hell of a show.
It was like a fireworks display.
Everybody out of the pool.
It was an awful 21st of September for me, but I understand you guys like it.
I don't want to dance.
But you remember it.
Dear Turds and Christy, says Marvin.
Oh, hi, Marvin.
Thanks, Marvin.
Playing all this ancient music makes me feel young because I've never heard any of it. And I'm 60.
That's funny.
Thanks for the young feelings. Well, you're welcome, Marvin.
You know what? I'm with him. I haven't heard a lot of these songs that Tom and Pat bring up.
Well, they were good. Music this day, it's all nonsense.
It's not my fault. It's your fault for not knowing about it.
We used to have wop, bop, a loop, bop, a lot, bam, boom. Nowadays, you can't understand the kids.
Limited amount of Bobby Sherman over here.
I love Bobby Sherman.
I know. So that's what we're playing classics like the, what was it, the Electric Banana?
No, we're playing Donnie Iris.
Oh, Donnie Iris was 80s, right?
Anyway, dear Chick, my fellow Donnie Iris fan, the word Jagger, because Donnie was in a band earlier called the Jaggers. Nailed it.
Ew.
The word Jagger in Pittsburghese refers to thorns or stickers or small bushes on plants, as in, quote, hey, watch out for those raspberry bushes. They have jaggers on them.
Wow.
Cool. And it also may refer to an obnoxious jerk or a jag-off. As in,
okay.
Look at that jagger trying to cut me off up there.
Okay.
Oh.
That is from, let's see, Ed, who is Pittsburgher, died, born and bred.
So it's not a reference to Mick Jagger.
Not at all.
No. But he was the lead singer.
No,
he wasn't.
Oh.
He had moved. Moves like Jagger.
He had moved like Jagger? Tom didn't care for it, Pat.
I know. I can say
Big run.
Bring it back to contemporary culture. That's fine.
Dear Tom, I was watching The Munsters.
Why wouldn't you be?
And there's a Halloween episode where Herman
Yes.
is dressed up in a suit of armor.
Yes.
And Eddie opens the visor, and Herman says, "Hello there." Let Tom know so we can.
We got to get it.
Add
Doesn't
it to his list.
Okay, Herman Munster also in one episode does the Freddy, I believe.
Yes, he does the Freddy.
No, that's Addams Family.
Oh, it is? I apologize. Who does?
Who does
Lurch?
Lurch.
Lurch
Or they
does-
bring it up. They bring it up.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
Are you sure?
No, I could be right. Aces are, he knows television.
So this was actually a part of the cultural hive mind. This, the Freddy and...
For like 10 minutes back in, pre-Vietnam?
Okay.
Like the Macarena at the time.
So my dad making that joke, that'd be like me making a Charlie bit my finger joke in 2040.
Yeah.
Is that what that
Yep.
is? Okay, cool.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I'm in now. I got it.
It's confusing. Now, we were also talking about the Space Force, which is a new branch of the military. And I'm glad they're out there getting ready. But they literally have a new official song. This is it.
Look at Sheboygan for your next meeting. I wasn't done, ladies. Convention or get together for your company.
That's nice.
Yeah, but that's it. It's got the military feel.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to have,
Kind
I
of
guess.
college football-esque. Let's see. Then here's a special version of the song.
That's brilliant.
That's the Bob and Tom Band version of that song with a little bit. You don't want to be lighting those cigarettes on board those space things.
No.
Oh, they haven't figured out how to smoke up there yet?
Yeah, it'd be problematic.
What do their uniforms look like? Do they have to wear space helmets all the time?
Not all the time, but I'm sure.
That if they had to do like their marches, like through a parade.
Right.
They did.
Those little space helmets.
Your helmet is your friend.
Right.
I think they released the uniforms a couple months ago. I thought I saw that. But let's get back to the news desk with Christy Lee. We got some royal news, I understand.
Brits turned out by the hundreds of thousands in London to pay tribute to Queen Elizabeth as she was lying in state for several days after her death. British Culture Secretary Michelle Donnellan said a total of about 250,000 people, that's 250,000, joined the line and walked past the Queen's casket inside Westminster Hall.
Wow.
One of those
It took
was
forever because of all the selfies.
Boy. I bet somebody.
Absolutely.
I would assume that they had. Do you suppose they just told people not to? Or
I'm sure they did.
Because you know that
Sort of self-police.
Yeah, there's going to be the.
Was that a shocker too, Willie?
Yeah, the shocker selfie.
Okay.
One of those was a man who was stopped as he tried to check to see if the Queen was actually in her coffin.
That's a fair thing.
Prosecutors told the Westminster Magistrates
She owes
Court
me money.
that as throngs of people filed through Westminster Hall to pay their respects to the late monarch, the 28-year-old man tried to grab the flag draped over the Queen's coffin and look inside to see whether she was really there.
I'd want to know, too, if I wasted my time.
According to the BBC, he was quickly detained, arrested, and interviewed by police. The man also allegedly planned to go to royal residences to try to make contact with the monarch.
He's a lunatic.
Doctors who assessed the man told the court he was suffering from delusions.
I don't know about that.
That the Queen was still alive.
Yeah, this is the same guy. They caught him like 3 weeks ago. He was convinced that Prince Albert was still in the can at the tobacco shop. It's just, that classic.
Sure.
Prince Albert in the can.
Remember that when you were a kid?
Yes, let him out.
I never got it. I didn't understand that Prince Albert was a famous tobacco.
That's the oldest of those jokes. Is your refrigerator running is always going to
Yeah,
work.
Right.
You have Prince Albert in the can. That's like pre-telephone. That joke is so old.
You mean your classic private school education didn't include things about mouth-based tobaccos? You didn't talk about skull.
Cash crop at the time.
Oh, yeah.
The UK's Channel 5 is being mocked on social media for showing the Emoji Movie instead of Queen Elizabeth's funeral.
Is that right?
Variety reports that while BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV broadcast the funeral live, and Channel 4 showed a documentary about the Queen, Channel 5 instead aired the 2017 children's movie, The Emoji Film.
There's nothing wrong with a little alternative programming
Right,
there.
for the children. too.
Yeah.
Social media
why
users
not
were
show a
quick to
decent
notice,
Well, I would agree with that, but
And
I haven't seen it. I can't really speak to it.
and they began poking fun at Channel 5. Other users, however, pointed out what we are just pointing out, that the movie gave children an alternative to watch.
It could have been All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Mm-hmm. Could have been.
Could have been. Thank you, Josh.
I saw the logo though for the channel. They had They had colon begin parenthesis.
Oh, that would have been the emoticon movie.
That's the sad face emoticon. So yeah,
It's a fun movie. It's got T.J. Miller, and my little sister Finn really likes it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Who cares? Let the little kids watch it.
It's obviously a counter programming. I would have chosen Paddington or something.
I think almost anything they could have counter-programmed except the Queen's death.
Would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to take heat for it. But you're right. The kids had to have something else to watch.
Yeah. The Harry and Meghan were in the front row for that one, though. I don't know if you heard about that controversy. That was a very big deal about where they were all sitting. If you find yourself caring about that, find a big building and jump.
You don't have to do that. You can just maybe.
You know, I agreed with you until I didn't. I was right on board.
I heard this discussion about that yesterday. Well, Harry and Meghan were in the front row because blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they're just going to have to take their private jet back home and pretend that they're stars in Hollywood. Let's see now. Say you're angry.
I'm angry.
Okay, you want to fix yourself?
Yes.
Well, now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Train that brain to stay in your best problem-solving mode. A lot of challenges out there. The fall is here. We're busy. It's soccer, it's dance, it's driving, it's traffic, it's construction. Or maybe you're just not just feeling like yourself. Maybe some therapy. Some therapy would help you. Life can be hard right now. Maybe this is for you. BetterHelp is a way to get hooked up with therapy online. And this is personal one-on-one therapy. It could be with the camera on, the camera off. It could be just via text. Whatever you're interested in doing, BetterHelp is a great option. It's very accessible and much more affordable than in-person one-on-one therapy. You get matched up with a therapist in as few as 48 hours. Get the details at betterhelp.com/BT show today. You've probably seen some of those ads for, and they're not really ads, they're just announcements about the importance of mental health from the NFL. I think it's great that they're stepping up saying, let's talk about mental health. If you've got some issues that you want to talk about, well, this is a great alternative for you. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Bob and Tom Show listeners, by the way, do get a very special 10% off that first month. So find out if this is for you. Once again, it's affordable and accessible and convenient. BetterHelp.com/BT show. When we come back, sexy time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Every single Alaskan got a financial windfall amounting to more than $3,000 Tuesday. It's the day the state began distributing payments from Alaska's investment fund that's been seeded with money from the state's oil riches. The payments, officially called the Permanent Fund Dividend, or PFD locally, amounted to over $2,600, the highest amount ever. Alaska lawmakers added $600 as a one-time benefit to help residents with high energy costs. Residents use the money in various ways, from buying big screen TVs, vehicles, or other goods, using it for vacations, or putting it into savings or college funds for the children. In rural Alaska, the money can help offset the enormous food and fuel costs that all Americans are experiencing right now. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The 1972 Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated for all of their regular and postseason games. Most analysts agree that their marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender and fit.
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from it.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom
Hit.
See, whenever you say the word hit, you want the word prior to it not to end in a sh sound.
Right.
Got to put a...
Or to start with an I'm sound.
Are we back in the air? Okay, sorry.
We are, and it's Christy Lee over there at the news desk.
Hello.
It's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hello. Jessica Alsman has joined us.
Howdy.
There's Ace Cosby at the track phone Hotline Hotboard. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Josh Arnold, the Upside Sidekick Chair. Tom Griswold, who is joining us via Zoom.
Oh, there I can see her on the big screen. It's the lovely, beautiful Allie Breen. Hi, Allie.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Are you
in a
home?
hotel?
No, I'm in New York, but I'm in my friend's guest house. I'm riding horses this week. So, up in Bedford.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Allie, we'll get to the show in just a second. A couple quick things. We did a really fun Zoom call, if you will, with Bill Burr yesterday. And
I love Bill Burr.
It was great. He had a really funny story about those bouncy houses. You know, the kids are all bouncing around. He's got little kids like me, and whenever you go to those things, there's always that
Bully
kid. You know, the kid that's way too big, and he shouldn't be in there. And he
bounces into everyone.
Yeah. Ironic that there's no bouncer at a bouncy house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to kind of handle it yourself. See, so he got into it with some guy, and the guy called him Grandpa. It was very funny. But you can watch that. You can watch that on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. It's a very fun interview with Bill Burr. Now, also, before we get to Allie, I want to remind you that we had a lady that won this week's Pigskin Pick'em competition. Sandy is our winner. And did you get to talk to Sandy?
She called me this morning. She heard her name, and she's from Amherst, Wisconsin. Beat 10,000 people.
Wow.
To win week 2.
So she's got herself the Big Green Egg Mini Max, and we'll talk to her tomorrow in the shoe-in of the week. Right now, the matter at hand is sexy time with the lovely Allie Breen. Allie, what have you got for us?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend loves to get frisky while I'm on the phone with important people. like during work calls and calls with my mom.
Hot.
I thought it was hot and fun at first, but it's getting annoying, and I usually need to actually be paying attention. I tried telling her that, and she rolled her eyes and said I'm boring. What do I do?
Can you take the calls elsewhere? Walk outside. Pretty easy fix.
Yeah, in your car.
Outside.
I wonder what the nature of the job is. I wonder if this guy's giving him important medical advice.
The nature of his job or the one she's giving him?
Perhaps he could take
she
the calls.
can't answer the phone.
He could take the calls at his new apartment.
Yeah, I think maybe you just have to leave wherever you are. She's not going to stop.
I was going to say,
maybe he should start doing Zoom calls.
Oh.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she'd behave herself.
Well,
Oh, I doubt it.
I doubt it. That'd even make it hotter, wouldn't it? Because
I don't.
she'd be like, you can't make any, facial expressions or.
Yeah, then he's really got to work his way through it.
Depends
the
on what
mom
they're
thing
doing.
is particularly odd.
Well, I think it is. The essence of this is she wants him to focus exclusively on her at
This
all
is her
times.
thing, yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Is that
I
what
don't know.
the basis of this?
I think she's being fun, but I can see where it would be annoying, especially talking to your mother.
Right. If you do it all the time, it's not fun anymore, though, right? Then it's not special.
Yeah, it should
That's
be every.
boring.
It should be every now and
In
again.
fact, she's boring.
Joshy, why are you saying "Oh God" over and over and over again?
Very religious.
Got religion, Mom. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Let's get to our next letter. Once again, it's sexy time with Allie Breen. ALLIBREEN. If you want to write Allie on the various social media platforms, please feel free. What have we got, Allie?
Dear Allie, I've been dating an older man for 8 years. He's married, but he's been unhappy and planning on leaving his wife. I've been beyond patient, and he finally started taking steps toward divorce. Come to find out that he has been seeing someone else that he met about a year ago.
Oh, this guy who's cheating on your life isn't loyal? Shocking.
Yeah. Oh, honey.
He
run.
says he still wants to see each other, but he doesn't want to get married again right away. I'm so mad I want to lash out, but I don't know who to lash out or how. Any ideas?
God, woman. You deserve so much better.
Yeah.
She knows the answer. Yeah.
She needs to get the hell away as fast as she can.
And he's never going to remarry.
He's never going to. No, he's never going to
I
marry
think she knows
you.
all that. I think she's asking how she can lash out. Don't.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Walk away.
Friday night at 9 o'clock, NBC. A lot of still shots of the dead guy.
Dateline.
A little Dateline action.
Okay. All right.
Now, be reasonable. Just start a group text with his current wife and the other woman. Get in there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Just say, hey, good to talk to you guys again.
He wasted your time. Why don't you just mess up his life a little bit? Although I would think the new girl probably knows about the other two, which means there's probably another one you don't know about, too.
Yeah, or there's one on the way. He's got one ready to go after her.
Yeah. Oh, man. Go out and get yourself some new tails.
This guy sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds cool.
I feel really sad
A lot
for
of
you,
different
ma'am.
peas. I bet you he's rich, too. Got a lot of money, cool cars.
Work on your self-esteem. You deserve so much better.
We don't know her, though. We're only getting one side of this.
She wasted 8 years on a guy who's...
Yeah, what could the other side be?
Yeah.
Sure she got something out of it.
Maybe the guy's a good cook.
Yeah.
She had some good meals, a couple nice gifts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe a trip or two. You know,
oh, boy.
Some good In-N-Out. You know,
that's brutal.
But the In-N-Out was all right.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
That's a great burger.
Our next letter, Allie Breen. What do you got over there?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend sings at the top of her lungs when we're in the car on road trips, or she just talks nonstop. If I try to listen to talk radio or podcast, she just turns it down and continues singing or blabbering on.
Yes.
I think she thinks she's being cute, but it's honestly filling me with rage. I'm dreading getting in the car with her. Everything else is fine. What do I do?
This is easy. This is easy.
All right, go.
Headphones. Sealed headphones.
I don't know.
There's no way she's going to allow that.
She sounds like the type of girl that would rip them out of her.
She'd take them off his ears.
He's driving. He can't wear sealed headphones.
Yeah,
What if there's an
it is
emergency?
illegal.
He does that.
That is illegal.
Pop wears the
I do it all the
headphones.
time.
It's illegal, Tom.
You're riding dirty.
The sounds of the road.
It's a Raycon in one ear, wherever she is, the side that she's
I
on.
suppose you could go with the Raycons.
You wear sealed headphones in your car?
They have an outside monitor thing on them.
So last week, how
Tom,
many,
you just drown the sound of your family out? That's horrible.
How many ambulances pulled up right behind them? And hit the big horn. there.
Magooing about town. Many accidents left.
I love this book.
I think this music is playing.
That's illegal.
No, the headphones have a thing that monitors the outside.
That's not true.
You're making that up. How many crimes have you admitted to committing on air? You do this, you run stoplights early in the morning. You're a criminal.
I mean, it's not illegal for deaf people to drive, right?
I don't know how to help this guy. Besides look at her and go, would you just shut up? Would you shut up?
He just has to tell her.
I know, it
How
kind of
about
sounds
that's
like
what's going to happen?
We'll have Josh go talk to her, and you will tell her what?
You shut up?
That'll clear the whole thing up.
this easily could have been written by my boyfriend. So it's kind of.
Have you ever
it's
heard
me from home.
the song "She's Talking Again"?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great song from Henry Phillips.
Yep.
That's the thing. I don't think that there's a cure for this. Nothing's going to help.
Run the car off the road.
You know what? Why don't you try singing along with her and having fun? And then when she realizes that you enjoy it, she might stop.
That's Jesus. Not everybody not everybody lives their life so spitefully.
Hold on,
Holzman.
Josh. What were you saying, Willie? I'm
think
a genius and
that
it sounds
might,
good?
Not in a spiteful way, but just to be like, hey, I'm kind of on board with this. And then if she is intentionally doing it to bug you, then maybe she'll slow it down.
Now, the man wants to listen to his podcast and stuff. He shouldn't have to play these games. She needs to shut up.
You just need to tell her to stop talking.
He's probably got a podcast with some genius alleged comedian telling him how to cure what ails him, and all the science that we hear on these podcasts. Maybe cook up that dinner we talked about earlier, where you cook your chicken in Nyquil.
Tom's clearly upset about something else.
No reason to bring Seth Rogen
Yeah, we're
into
not
this.
talking about that.
No reason to bring Seth Rogen in.
You mean Joe?
You mean Joe Rogan?
No, I meant Seth. He's having fun in there. These are jokes sometimes.
Let's get our next letter, Allie Breen.
Dear Allie, my husband and I decided to get back together after a 6-month separation. During that separation, I hooked up with one of his friends a few times. I'm obviously not going to continue doing that, but do I need to tell him what happened?
No.
I don't think he'd handle it well.
No. Keep your mouth shut.
Yep. Ignorance is bliss.
God, no, don't.
Poster-sized DPs. Hey, you recognize Steve?
No. What happens on a break stays on the break.
Exactly.
Is there any chance
So
the
why
buddy...
you had a separation?
But what if the buddy, they're out having beers, and he goes, hey, I want to say I'm really sorry for sleeping with your ex. I didn't know you're going to get back together.
Then
that's how it happens.
She also needs to talk to him. And go, we're not telling him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he does slip up, say, hey, we were separated. I didn't feel it was your business.
Exactly. Only reason to, you're only going to hurt him.
Roll over, and by the way, don't tell him.
Also, you're kind of a whore.
And you shouldn't have done that in the first place.
Yeah.
Don't
That was a
ever,
pretty crappy move.
don't you ever forget that.
Yeah. And while I'm at it, just like in the previous letter, shut up.
No other guys out there? Had to bang him?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Next, we're doing a great job today. This is really helpful.
What about the friend?
Doing the Lord's work.
Guys can't help.
Dear Allie, I have a great
We're
marriage.
built differently.
I have a penis. I can do what I want.
That does sound like
Allie's trying to read the letter.
Oh, here we go. Dear Allie, I have had a great marriage with my high school sweetheart for 17 years, and we have 2 kids together.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
I recently saw in his old Facebook messages that he had a flirtation with one of our best friends that we used to double date with.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear they acted on it at all, but it was years of flirting and dirty pictures.
Oh.
Not all the time, but like every few months. I'm physically sick about it and don't know what to do. What should I do?
Murder-suicide.
Oh my God.
Dateline. Change your name. Dateline Friday night, 9 o'clock.
I don't know.
Oh,
Talk to him about it, I guess. Why were you snooping in his old Facebook messages?
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't trust him.
Well,
Something was going on already.
You got what you looked for,
And then
didn't
she
you?
found it.
Yeah, shouldn't have left his Facebook open. It's his fault.
No, you shouldn't be snooping.
Here we go. If you're gonna cheat, if you're gonna do this kind of stuff, I'm not saying you should, but don't cheat on Facebook Messenger. Get like a weird words with friends, and you do it in the DMs there, because no one checks your words with friends. No one checks your Scrabble with your buddies.
And Willie knows this. He cheats
until
now.
Thanks, Willie.
That's actually good, sneaky advice. That's impressive.
Yeah, use maps apps that people don't consider for messaging.
So this isn't the actual game itself. So you don't go on Wordle and do dick pee as your first word.
That's interesting. You
As a
stopped yourself at the word pick.
Yeah. Went ahead with the first one.
Went ahead with
Right. Didn't go deep.
See, Wordle's only
That's why
5 letters.
Still depicked would have been fine. But, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I used to play chess with friends, and I would get random foreign people who would play with me, and they'd always DM broken English requests, show boobs.
Yeah. I want to check out your bobs. Yeah, no, I've been
Show boobs.
Show bobs.
I like American boobs.
Checkmate, bitch. Show boob.
Pretty much.
Let's see tots.
Let's get to our next letter. Allie Breen is our guest. The show is Sexy
I
Time.
don't think we helped this woman at all, but
ALL.
I don't know, and
we haven't helped anybody.
I mean, she really didn't do any. I mean, look, the guy shouldn't have done that, but I don't know what to do here.
I would just let
if he didn't act on it, he actually gets a little bit of credit in a way.
That she knows of.
I know. I just figured out what to do. Okay, so the story again is
she was snooping through his Facebook.
he was flirting with her old high school friend, right?
Whatever.
Yeah,
some other friend.
Double daters.
Yeah. She
double
needs
dater.
to get her hair cut just like her friend, dress just like her friend, and then on Halloween burst into the bedroom and go, "Hi, it's me, Nancy," and see what happens.
So go the psychotic route.
Go single white female on her ass.
Okay, I'm sorry. Next letter, please.
Dear Allie, my girlfriend is rude to Uber drivers and waitresses and other forms of help.
Get out.
Dumper, get out now.
Yeah.
I hate people
Maybe
like
they're not
She's
working hard
super
enough.
sweet to everyone else in person. She says it's not her being rude, but she's actually just being businesslike.
That's right. She has standards, and she wants people to keep up with them.
No, she's a Karen.
To
Get rid
bow
of her.
down.
It's all about her.
Yeah, I agree.
I like her.
You can't treat people like that.
Does she do cool things like put 5 ones on the dinner table and tell the waiter, "Hey, if you do well, that's going to be your tip tonight."
Look, sometimes those Uber drivers go. They do things they shouldn't, like talk to me.
I'm with Josh
They
on
say
this
things like, "Sir, please put pants on."
Yeah, I don't need to hear that. Trying to have one out.
He's in that restaurant. He can take off his pants if he wants
Exactly.
Yep.
Here at Uber, we like you to be pantsless, man. Oh, wait a minute. How do you say in English?
Boy, you sure spun that into character.
I don't know. Got to relax over there.
I loved it. Boy, that's a
think you
shame.
should
Isn't it
break up.
embarrassing when the other person's unnecessarily?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah.
Or people
Absolutely.
People that litter. Ugh. Can't stand that.
What else don't you like?
Do you run across people littering anymore?
People that are.
Oh, God, in New York, you couldn't date anyone.
That are not nice to waiters and waitresses. I can't stand that.
Yeah, it's not that hard to just be decent.
Be a decent person.
Absolutely.
Common courtesy is a lost art.
Now,
in
that
our world.
said, customer service is not what it should be. I mean, I think we can all admit that. It's terrible.
Well, these people are underpaid.
I don't know how
and
many times I am so tempted to look at it. No, they're not underpaid. Are you kidding me? If you work for tips, you're not. The only way you're underpaid is if you suck.
Or you get her as a customer, and she's like, "I just didn't get cold enough Coke." You know?
Hey, you want your Coke cold?
If I wanted more ice, I'd reach between your legs, lady.
Yes, you got to let them know.
Be respectful, right? Be polite about it.
We have time for one more letter. Allie Breen, what is it?
Dear Allie, none of my friends like my boyfriend. They don't think he treats me well enough, and they're like, dump him. There's plenty of great men out there, so why waste your time? But they're all either single or divorced. So are there really men out there, or do they just want me to be miserable like them?
Can I take this? It sounds like your friends are women, and that seems to be the major issue. That is every friend group I have ever dealt with. They all hate me. They think I'm dumb. They think I'm loud. Ugh. Get out of here, ladies.
There are other guys out there.
That hit a sore spot with Willie.
I don't know if they may have.
Yeah, dump this guy and watch and see how fast one of those other women picks him up.
Oh,
Wow.
that would be horrible.
Yeah.
They may have your
There
best
are-
interest in mind.
Yeah,
They're your
people
friends.
out there that really care about you, and
Yeah.
they see something you don't.
They see you happy and it makes them mad.
I hope not. Boy, oh boy.
I believe that. Yeah.
If it's all of her friends, there has to be something wrong.
Yes. This is their nice way of trying to do an intervention before they end up losing her altogether. Womp womp.
Okay, well,
Listen to it.
Allie, I think we've had a really unsuccessful show today. But we're here to help. Allie Breen, Allibreen, and she's going to be riding horses all week, so she'll have time
Good
to
for her.
answer your letters.
Yes, exactly.
We'd love to hear from you. Are you a good equestrian?
I'm pretty good. I used to be really good, and I've gotten back into it, so I'm decent.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Are you a jumper? What are you doing?
I'm a jumper. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't go high, but like half a meter.
That's nice.
I'll look up Christopher Reeve before you take off. Okay?
That seems
Just say it.
unnecessarily.
Just plain speaking.
Have you ever done a fox hunt?
I have, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I've done fox hunts a bunch and hunter paces. I do that stuff more than actual jump shows.
Oh, that's
Those are
cool.
really fun.
I wonder how
Yeah.
the fox feels about it.
Yeah.
Maniacs on
They
horses.
never catch the fox.
Ruin our neighborhood once again.
Weird ass. What did we do?
Scared to death.
Get loud,
She's out of
scary.
the blue.
They're on these giant animals.
Yeah.
Look at all these beagles. Where did they come from?
Oh my God, they've got guns. Oh my God.
What was that? Allie Breen is a very fine comedian and once again the host of Sexy Time. Thanks, Allie. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great
See ya.
week, I should
You
say.
too.
Yeah, how'd you like to be that fox?
No joke.
Horse, gun, dog? This is a fair fight.
Yeah, this is fair.
I just got shot by a guy wearing Brooks Brothers Dockers. I hate
What the
this.
hell's this about?
Aren't they supposed to wear boots? I want to get shot by a guy with some class. Well, let's talk about something.
Lauren does have some
Let's talk about sex,
hunting gear,
baby.
though.
Oh, they do.
We're talking about great food, and that's where HelloFresh comes in, because if your fall is as busy as mine, it's soccer, dancing, blah, 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 blah. Pick up here, grocery store there. I don't have time.
Mommy, what does Daddy mean when he says soccer, dancing, blah, blah, blah?
Nancy loves you, honey.
HelloFresh is the answer. HelloFresh, they do the shopping for you. They also measure all the ingredients. They got them all ready to go, and you put them together, and you have restaurant-quality meals. Some of them are the famous quick and easy meals, low-prep, easy cleanup options. Every week, more than 55 recipes to choose from, always deliciously fresh because the ingredients travel straight from the farm to your refrigerator in under 7 days, and even it's faster than they get them at the grocery store. 30-plus weekly recipes this particular week, and 70-plus seasonal and convenient items to choose from. So it's easy to swap stuff around if you want that on the side instead of this. It's easy to do with the HelloFresh app. Get the details at HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. What are you working on over there, Willie?
One of my favorites. It's a quick and easy one-pan meal. These are the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. You'll have these done in 20 minutes in just 4 easy steps. These delicious, colorful barbecue tacos from our friends at HelloFresh.
And here's the new number, HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Now, the new code is BTShow65 for 65% off plus free shipping. This is unbelievable. That's the code BTShow65 for 65% off and free shipping. This offer won't last forever. Act now. HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. When we come back, we're going to learn a little bit about life and history and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
So you're an email guy then.
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like, young teen, sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email, Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real problem.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Hey, for everything Bob and Tom, check out our website, bobandtom.com. It's just that easy. Links to all of our highlights, news, information. The puppets, oh my gosh, the Bob and Tom Show puppets live and lurk there in Bob and Tom land. You can see them for yourself. Lots of videos, lots of fun. There's Pat Godwin playing his guitar. My gosh, there's Ace Cosby telling a joke. Plus, information about where all these funny individuals on our cast are going to be doing their live stand-up. Coming up, we've got a couple of them. The Ho Chunk Casino in the Wisconsin Dells with Josh, Willie, and Pat Godwin. It's coming up on Saturday, October 15th. And I know there's another one. Yes, Friday, September 30th, Josh Arnold at the Eagles Lodge in Greensburg, Indiana with Reno Collier. Visit thatjosharnold.com for tickets and information. We learn a lot on the course of the Bob and Tom Show throughout the day. Today, no exception. We'll be back with a look at what we learned on the show today, as well as a look at history on this Wednesday, September 21st. Our hump day continues with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden ready to make the case at the UN General Assembly that Russia's naked aggression, quote unquote, in Ukraine is an affront to the heart of what the international body stands for. In his address today, the American president is looking to rally allies to continue to back the Ukrainian resistance. Last month, when Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell spoke at an economic conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, he issued a blunt warning. The Fed's drive to curb inflation by aggressively raising interest rates would bring some pain for Americans. After their meeting today, we will likely get a better idea of how much pain we could be in store for. The central bank is expected to raise its key short-term rate by a substantial 0.75 of a point for a third consecutive time. And the National Transportation Safety Board is recommending that all new vehicles in the U.S. be required to have blood alcohol monitoring systems that can stop an intoxicated person from driving. The recommendation, if enacted by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, could reduce the number of alcohol-related crashes, one of the biggest causes of highway deaths in the United States. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stamford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored all of the points for his team. This single game, 40 points scored by a single player, is still a record that stands today as the NFL's oldest. Nevers also holds a few lesser-known and unofficial records.
Oh, really?
Such as highest number of STDs treated in a single season.
Treated.
And the longest winning streak with road horse.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Wow.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
Now, Lowell,
single?
are you a
I'm
single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
I'll give some details on that in a minute.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick Show. There's Jessica Halsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Rocking out.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Got a nice letter here. I should have read this when Allie was on the air. I didn't see this. This is from Jared. Went to see Allie Breen's show at the Island Resort and Casino this past weekend in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. She was great.
Oh, good.
I went to tell her that she was great after the show, but once I got up next to her, I froze.
Aww.
He said, I started sounding like Ace Cosby trying to get out his joke of the day.
Or maybe you trying to read that letter.
He goes, I got the message. Greg Warren is coming up here next.
I saw that.
Thanks for what you do in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Well, you're very welcome, Jared, and thanks for that nice letter. And thanks for the reminder. Ladies and gentlemen, are you kidding? I would be remiss if I did not say
the wait is over.
It's time for...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You know, watching the Queen's funeral, it got me thinking, when I go, I hope they put my ashes in maybe a glass urn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remains to be seen.
That's
not bad.
Everything about that's good.
Well, there's a way to rephrase the setup there.
Thanks, Christy.
How would you have done the setup?
You know, I was wondering, when I pass away, will they put my ashes in a glass urn?
Sure, make it work 3
Remains
times.
to be seen.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Fixed.
This is helping.
We're not going back in time to fix a joke, baby. Are we?
I wish. I always loved that segment.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. I would submit.
Ah.
Yeah, never won a pink salmon T-shirt.
You never did?
It was a pink, the other white meat.
Salmon, the other pink meat.
Oh, sorry, I knew.
Because the first pink meat would be pork.
That's
white
sweet.
pork. Yeah, sure.
White meat.
Did they drop that? Did they drop that campaign?
Pork, the other white meat.
Right. But Bob Zaney's joke was salmon, the other pink meat.
I don't want to talk about Bob Zaney. I'm having a tough day.
We're having lunch with him today. I already got his reservation.
Son of a.
Oh, sorry. Time now for
Today in History. Tom, you have any idea what today is?
No, I got to find it. Okay, today.
Okay, we've only been
talking about it all day.
We've only been talking about the 21st of September all morning.
Oh, yeah, this is rough. This is a rough day in history.
A lot of Hitler.
But we'll just play this song.
That's a great idea. Let's play this instead of history. Willie, your son is up and dancing.
It's a good song.
Remember the 21st of September.
Unfortunately, it was on this date.
Yes.
In 1780 that Benedict Arnold committed treason.
My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
He'd been quite the hero on the American side, but
well, so was Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, there were.
And then right at the end, they blew up.
Lee was a terrible soldier.
You ever had eggs, Benedict Arnold, where
No,
they
I
serve it
haven't.
to you, but then you trade it with your?
Their enemy.
Something there.
He was so excited.
Get out of here.
About the
was almost there.
Wood, nothing from you anymore.
Yeah. Terrible man. Wonderful eggs. Thank you, Benedict.
He had a lot of hopes for that.
Thank you. Yeah, he did. I think he saw there might be a joke on the horizon, but it just didn't.
Once he rode up, it was still farther off in the horizon. Yeah.
Here's a good one. I think Josh has Josh been to Stonehenge? Have we talked about this before?
I think he has, yes.
I've been to Stonehenge. Have you been there?
I have not.
Okay, it's really nice. But on this date in 1915.
Well, thank you for that review. I feel like I've been there.
How'd you think that joke went?
We got a special guest in the music room.
Oh, he's in the music room.
It was a good setup.
They tried to fix it.
He's all fired up in there.
Cecil Chubb
Yes.
purchased Stonehenge for $8,500 on this date in 1915.
That's right.
And then he sold it for $10.20. So good profit.
Were the rocks there? Did that include the rocks?
Yeah, the whole deal.
It's
All
Cecil.
the land and everything?
It's Cecil, not
Cecil? Is it Cecil? Cecil Chubb?
Cecil.
If you've got Stonehenge buying money, wouldn't you stop calling yourself Mr. Chubb? Wouldn't you? Hey, by the way, Your Honor, can I change my name to, I don't know.
Thick.
Brent Lewis, something.
Boner.
No.
How many acres is that?
How many what?
Acres?
Stonehenge?
Yeah.
Oh, probably just a few. Just to mean where the rocks are.
Okay.
Time now for things we learned on today's Bob and Tom show. Christy and I are both wearing our black evening wear.
Yes,
I don't
we
know
are.
how
Real
that
quick, Chick, you missed this one thing. 1970, first ever Monday Night Football game airs on ABC.
That's right. Cleveland wins 31-21 over the Jets.
Oh, and it's Bill Murray's birthday today.
And the announcers were?
Dandy Don Meredith, Howard Cosell, and Keith Jackson. Not yet Frank Gifford.
Wow.
And the Mannings did a cast. They were babies.
That's exactly right.
They weren't even big.
They weren't even born, yeah.
We had a world record today, a Corvette driving backwards fast for a mile.
Very
Just
cool.
the stupidest. Caroline Ray is going to be our guest tomorrow. We're inviting all our ex-wives.
We had a great world record, by the way. John Cena, the world record for the most things done for the Wish Foundation. What a great guy.
Oh, that's nice.
One thing we did have, and I've got the updated audio.
He's going rogue.
Yeah.
Mars, this is real audio from NASA of these meteorites hitting Mars. This is really cool.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
That's Marvin the Martian.
That's really good audio. Wow.
That's weird.
Makes me happy.
We'll hear that tomorrow.
Save that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to hear that a lot. And today is the 21st of September.
Happy birthday, Stephen King. Happy birthday, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Josh, we all had a great time, but Josh evidently had a couple of bumps.
Happy birthday, Dave Coulier, friend of the show. Happy birthday, Faith Hill, named after the church where she was conceived.
Stop it.
Tomorrow, the 22nd of September tomorrow.
Oh, thank you very
Well,
much.
we'll get to remember the 21st.
Fingers crossed.
That's right. We get to play it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.